That would use your quarterstaff's damage gain, physical damage based on their skill level, 1% more attack speed per 25 item evasion rating on equipped armor items, and 0.1% to critical hit chance per 10 energy shield on equipped armor items. Gross. This is gross. When we saw this live, we were like, oh, every single person that saw this forgot about Ranger. Like, they forgot about all those cold skills.
Martial artist now has the ability to learn the hollow palm technique.
Watch him just beat the dog shit out of everything.
All quarterstaff attacks now have a special alarm version. You get further bonuses for all your attacks from stacking energy shield.
So you can just use Ice Strike on this. Like, this is insane, dude. Your avatar, the last one you remember. Mana Leech recovers based on LE damage instead of Fizz. So this is whatever. Like, you know me, when I talk about Leech, I don't talk about it very highly. There are better ways to problem solve for this. But yeah, this is cool. Get rid of that. Bang, 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 bang.
He's just fast, man.
Buffs. Okay, so the unwavering thing they're about to show. So, while affected by, unraveling, not unwavering, sorry, your chaos damage randomly, keyword randomly, either also contributes to freeze, ignite, or shock chance. The ignite chance also has magnitude with it.
This is actually gonna be huge.
Which it
I'm
contributes
probably
to every
critting a
2
lot
seconds.
now,
This is random.
to be honest with you.
Seconds. So I don't know if it's going to be random which one it starts with, and it's going to follow the chain of, like, if you got shock first, then you could get ignite, then freeze. And next time, if you get ignite, then you go shock, then freeze. Or if it can just go freeze, shock, freeze, ignite, freeze, shock. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I just know that it has to alternate from the one that you're already on. But this is a little too random for my liking. I don't know if I'd make a character around this because you need 4 points to go get it, and I'm not sure how good this point is here without launching my game. But, like, this is just getting ailments going off of Chaos Dam. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess it's cool, but I don't know.
So we've added a new skill, allowing chaos damage to ignite, shock, chill, and freeze, embracing the elemental prowess of the monk in a truly chaotic fashion.
So it's cool.
In addition, we can make all of his
okay, so this one is Leech based on chaos damage as well as Fizz, so
chaos damage leech.
That's not Mana Leech, by the way. This is like regular Leech.
The breach and embrace the darkness by moving the effects of the 4-point nodes into the base skills. He also gains a new notable, Grasp of the Void, which leaves void illusions behind you as you dodge roll. If they're killed, they do massive explosions of darkness, dealing damage to everything in sight.
Alright, yeah, if you guys play Monk, you can tell me if that's good or not. Didn't jump off the page for me. This, to me, was like the oh my god moment. Sork looked disgusting. First of all, I'll TLDR it, even though we're going to look at it anyways. Pretty much every Sork skill has like an alternate ailment or alternate elemental effect that you can get on it, but they're not all three. So Firewall, for example, we're going to show it later anyways. Firewall can get lightning infused, so you get additional fire and lightning damage on attack. And then like Spark can be cold infused, but it can also be buffed by going through a firewall, right? Because any projectile that travels through a firewall can get buffed for the firewall. But look at the default projectile speed of this Spark when he uses it. It's like actually disgusting, and he's got a staff, so it's not like he's using a Widow Hail or anything.
Now let's talk about Sorceress skills. One of the things we wanted to improve in the Sork is the ability to use multiple elements together more effectively.
Like the sparks are flying.
This might seem small, but one of the things things pushing you towards using a single element is debuffs like elemental curses, which lower resistances of a single element. In order to fix that, we're making quite a lot of game-wide changes to these kinds of mechanics to broaden what they apply to. So for example, there's no longer 3 curses.
What's very funny about that clip we just watched is that guy was lagging like shit. He had like 45 FPS. Okay, if you guys remember conductivity, flammability, and whatever the cold one is that nobody used, now they're all just combined into one curse, and it's just called elemental weakness. And all of the exposure applicants, like Frostbomb, now just do all elements.
For fire, ice, and lightning.
So it's literally just the curses slammed into one.
Instead, there's just a single curse that buffs all 3 at the same time.
Just broken, by the way. Absolutely broken. But again, if you get that support we looked at earlier, I'm not going to click back because I don't want to lose my time in the video, that the hits just invert resistances. This is just completely useless, but that thing is going to be rare. That, what was that support called? I don't remember, but it was broken.
Elemental exposure. You can use it to buff any of your other skills.
LA exposure, cool.
We also wanted to make switching between different weapon sets smoother. You can use different elemental staves more effectively.
So they literally removed weapon swap speed. It's instant now, which is disgusting, by the way. So you can have on your fire staff and you're using your fire skill, and then you just swap to your lightning staff, you're using your lightning skills. This is so broken. Or you can have both of your staffs have plus to all skills on them or something. Like, this is absolutely disgusting. Like, you know, all of our builds, if you've been watching for a long time, have used weapon swaps. This is just gross. This is so fucking gross.
Do that, we've removed the weapon switch time. It now happens instantly.
Look at the spark speed that these are moving. And they're infused with, like, all 3 elements.
Now, we didn't just want to stop there. We wanted to add some specific mechanics that work between different elements. And that's where elemental infusions come in.
Here's the infusion thing I was talking about.
Can now drop elemental infusions. For example, when a frostbomb explodes, it leaves behind a cold infusion on the ground.
You pick up these cold infusions, then the next skill you use that can abuse the cold infusion will be cold infused like your spark.
After picking it up, you can spend it on one of any number of different skills to transform how they work. Spark will create a nova of cold infused projectiles.
Like, these are flying. And all of those insta-froze, by the way, if you didn't keep that.
Skills to transform how they work. Spark will create a nova of cold infused projectiles. Ice nova will leave a chilled area on the ground. And we also added a new low-level skill that fires ice shards. Use it with cold infusion though, and the ice shards will explode. Orb of Storms now generates lightning infusions when you cast enough spells near it.
And then you can put a firewall down and infuse a firewall.
That's all spells, by the way, not just lightning. Once you have one, you could cast a lightning flame wall, which adds both fire and lightning damage to all the projectiles.
Disgusting. By the way, what's it called? Eye of Winter is just shooting like Omni fucking Ellie's through it. Pretty cool.
Or power up Ember Fusillade with lightning, which will generate arcs to nearby enemies as it...
So they're specific when they say you can power up Ember Fusillade with lightning, because you can't do it with cold. So the firewall can't be infused with cold. This can't be infused with cold. Like, some of them can only be infused with 2 things. Like, the sparks, I don't know if they can be infused with fire. I think the sparks can only be infused with cold as well. But you can send them through a firewall, and that's why it'll look like it's triple infused. But it says that in the patch notes if you go, like, Control F for Flame Wall. Where is that? So, Flame Wall can now consume a lightning infusion to grant additional lightning, but nowhere does it say a cold infusion on this. So, these are specific, what they can do.
Lightning on lightning with arc. This skill is now a projectile. And by
Okay, Arc is now a projectile, like the skill Arc.
using it, you go full pelvis and get fire infusions by blowing up bosses with living bomb. Then use them with
Living Bomb, if you don't know what skill that is, it's a quarterstaff skill. Or not a quarterstaff, it's a staff skill, sorry.
or use it with Firestorm, which transforms it from a small area into a much bigger one. Firestorm is unique.
So you can use fire with fire, you can use fire infusions with fire skills. Disgusting.
Add an ice infusion to rain down ice at the same time as the
This
fire.
one is so gross. I don't know how good this is going to be, but it looks
And add
cool.
lightning to add deadly strikes from the heavens into the mix.
So because you can infuse lightning with lightning, they're gonna show lightning Archon in a second, and it just looks so OP.
Or use it with all three to generate a storm that is truly apocalyptic.
Like this looks sick, but
While I do admire
Cold Snap is
who knows how good it'll be.
I
Snap.
cannot survive.
Previously, you could use it to shatter ice, but now it works to detonate all of the different elemental ailments.
Excuse
and
me.
makes them leave behind infusions. And just like how you could
So if you could automate that snap to just get infusion generation, it might be really good.
use it on Frostbolt,
Like with a cast on crit or something.
you can now also use it on Orb of Storms and Solar Orb those as well, which means you can create many infusions at once.
Or cast on shock, whatever.
Also, the Spirit Reservation.
Okay, so this is only level 8. I'm assuming that these 5% chances are going to raise as you level this up. If not, this...
skill and a support gem to help generate them too.
Remnant, by the way, is an infusion, if you read up here. People were confused about that. I looked at the values of this, and I was like, okay, if these are stuck at 5%, and the only thing that might scale is a 17% further away because that number's weird, that just looks like the kind of number that would be able to raise at level 20. And then I read the support gem, and it's just a 20% chance to create an additional remnant. Like, this is gross. But this is in the event that you already create one, you'll create another, so... but like this support is so much better looking than this that there's no way that these 5% chances don't roll up.
It causes your
Also, that was, how much spirit was that one?
you also have
This is 30 spirit, Siphon
a
Elements.
reservation skip full of examples. The Black Flame.
Okay, the Black Flame Covenant, this looks broken. There's definitely going to be a build for this. Fire spells, Fire spells convert 100% of fire damage to chaos. Chaos damage from fire spells converted to ignite chance of magnitude. Ignite inflicted with fire spells deals chaos damage instead of fire damage. If you don't know, most of the monsters in the game don't have chaos res, so chaos damage is really good if you can scale it. This just looks sick. If you go Fire Archon up here, these new notables are all the Archon notables. We're going to see those later. Just imagine these with this.
Flame Covenant Keystone converts your fire spells to chaos and causes
You can run around with Chaos Fusillades. Like, this is gross.
your fire spells and ignites will also turn purple.
Like, this is cool. That's a fireball, a Chaos Fireball.
Ritual Cadence Keystone causes your invocation skills to trigger more times. It makes them trigger periodically over a longer duration instead of one. Great for those auto bomber builds.
Great for those auto bomber builds. What did you say, Bretta?
We've added a lot more.
We'll see about that.
Overall, there are more than 100 new notables on the tree, usually around 20 per class.
Shows the Archons.
Check out the old version. And here's the new version.
So there's a lot more customizability in your tree.
Now we probably can't go through too many of these in the live stream, so I'll just show you one from each class's area of the tree. We've tried to be a lot more thematic with the new nodes.
I'll tell you which ones are good and which ones are bad.
It lets the benefit of armor break apply to your fire damage.
This one's okay, but it's pretty far.
Last stand.
This is horrible. We looked at this. It's 25% increased damage. Surrounded is something you can't control for. The better your character is, the less likely.
I'm probably gonna die to this boss. I'm 2 levels under.
It's not because you can get CI, and this is really.
Need to
far
go
from
level
CI
up, bro.
anyways. So you'd have to be running
For
around at low
fuck's
life
sake.
all the time. Not good. Heavy stunned recently. That's if you've been heavy stunned recently, and all of this is for a 25% increased attack damage, and no life class uses left. Like, this is shit. This is so conditional that your character's about to die.
So scary.
Horrible. You're never going to be benefiting from 2 of these at once. Maybe surrounded and low life if you can figure it out, but like, who the hell wants to be running around at low life? You'd have to get a unique that makes it as if your character is
See?
low life all
Yeah,
the time.
dude.
Also,
Nope.
Deepest Tower got removed, fun fact.
Not a
That
chance,
doesn't really have
bro.
anything to do with you and being low life, but that's like enemies in low life that made me
A
think of
lot
that.
of these have themes aligning with ascendancy classes. Like for the Gemling Legionnaire, for example. You have crystallized immunities, which makes you immune to different status elements.
Who cares?
Depending on which
Immune to chill is okay, I guess, but
color you have socketed the most.
looks shit.
Another ascendancy class align notable is Sanguimatic Rituals. It allows arcane surges to generate life instead of mana, unlocking that support gem to be used with the Blood Mage Ascendancy.
That's cool.
In the Sork area, you'll find these Archons.
These ones are disgusting.
All the elemental damage to a specific.
Gain Lightning Archon after spending 100% of your max mana. Immediately, the first thing I thought is like, if you can stack this, just keep your mana at like 560 and just have a ton of mana on kill, gain mana on kill everywhere. just like benefit
Dude,
from
that
this over
hits
and
so
over and over.
hard,
This
man.
just gives you extra lightning damage.
Specific element. You become a lightning icon when you spend enough mana, after which all your skills will be converted to
What?
lightning, and you will do extra lightning damage as well.
So you can just already
Oh,
use
shit.
lightning only skills if you wanted, and
No,
all
I'm
of your
dead.
infusions would be turned into lightning if
I'm
you didn't want
frozen.
to do
What the
that.
hell?
And yeah, this just looks gross.
Cold, fire too, with different tricks. Here's
The
another
motherfucker's gonna be putting down a lightning wall.
practitioner with script
This is one of the most broken notables I've ever fucking seen, and the spot that it's in is so good. This is Monk Tree Start, if you didn't know. This is like the first avenue from Monk Tree Start. These are those crit nodes that everybody picked up. And this is like, from that node, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 points for this. So it is an investment, like it's a 4-point investment. But 40% increased critical hit chance if you triggered a skill recently is disgusting.
Damn, that's how you do it.
Menace
Under
does
leveled
gain
and
bonus
everything, bro.
energy if you dealt a crit recently.
That's how you do it
Like,
right
this
there,
is
Sean.
gross. This is so gross.
as if you've triggered a skill.
Don't remember if recently is 4 or 8 seconds, but this is disgusting either way.
Or maybe you'd like the great
This is horrible. 1 life per 4 dexterity, like whether you get 100 life or something in endgame.
Easy clap.
to make you tougher,
Like,
giving a
this
bonus
is
to
just
life
mid.
and stun threshold. Or the cunning fox.
Okay, so the problem with this one is unless these are quality of skills, these pathway nodes that go to it, these little baby ones, unless these nodes are also quality, like 2%, 2%, 2%, 5%, this is in a really like iffy spot of the tree, because if you can get that support that we looked at that was like relative, it was pretty much like exposure. You're just turning resistances into like negative values, like you're inverting resistances. If you can get that, that means you're not going to need to get Ellie Pen anywhere. That means you're not going to have to run an Asus. That means you're not going to pick up Forces of Nature or whatever this one's called. That means you're not going to have to get the other one for like, that means you won't be at this part of the tree for this start, because this is Ranger start, Huntress start, like right here where this node is. Follow it back to the start. So these are like pretty far out of the way. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points from the jewel socket, which is, if you're gonna come down here, that's what you're gonna snag, because all of these over here are shit. Like, all of these nodes are shit. Most people stop at the spear skills and these ones if they're gonna run Amazon. So
Why,
you're gonna have to
man?
path. Let's just say you stop at this point to get the spear skills and the accuracy stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points just for like potentially 11% quality with your jewel socket. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe I'm wrong, but
It straight up gives you 5% quality to all your gems. Now another major change is attribute requirements.
okay. Attribute requirements got a 20 to 25% reduction across the board for weapons, for gear, for skills. So instead of this being 205 strength requirement, it's 157.
Points to spend on
And Giant's Blood got adjusted.
Just needing to allocate more strength, dex, and int. Now there are way more changes.
So that's like, I don't want to keep this video too long. That's like build shit. Crazy. I just want to jump straight into the Abyss. The characters look fucking sick now. Like, they actually look gross. Now we're getting into Abyss. If you don't know how Abyss worked in PoE 1, you'd walk over this little green thing, you'd follow it, you could get a trove at the end. The trove could drop you a belt that you could socket Abyss jewels into. The Abyss jewels had flat stats, and sometimes they outscaled regular jewels, and if you wanted, you didn't have to use the belt. You could just put the jewels in your tree. They kind of changed that. I didn't see any of the rare Abyss belts. And it also looked like the Abysses were just like already open in the gameplay, so you didn't have to like walk over them and activate them, but I could be wrong. All of the clips were cut short. We were looking for that, so it doesn't work like it does one-to-one with PoE 1. And then the Abyss crafting feature is veiled from PoE 1. We'll show that. You basically use like I think they were like
No fire res on this
body
match, gonna
parts.
suck.
It said like rib or like jawbone. You put the rib or the jawbone currency on your item, it puts the Abyss mod on it, which is basically veiled, and then you go unveil it in that Act 2 section. But yeah, it's just a bunch of, it's like Reddit. You're just killing Redditors now. It's pretty cool. They come out of the underground, they come out of the basement. You fuck them up. More monsters
townsfolk require your help to investigate where the
Fucking
monsters are
Mortimer,
coming
bro.
from and put a stop to their attacks.
Look at him, bro. I trust this guy with my soul. But we're just gonna skip.
Killing their food.
Yeah, so you follow the crack,
Once all those fissures have
then you
been
get to the end of the crack, and there's a pit, and monsters just spawn from it right here.
This is where the larger and more dangerous
And you can get
monsters
multiple
reveal
pits.
themselves. As hordes of abyss will spew out from the pit.
Also, this atlas, this isn't in your atlas tree yet, but there is a pinnacle content associated with it. You're going to scale the difficulty of your abyss with your waystones and your precursor tablets. We didn't actually see the precursor tablets, but I don't see why they wouldn't just add an abyss precursor tablet. And yeah, they also changed how the splinter system works. So now instead of needing 300 splinters to do a breach stone, you can spend 50 splinters to do a tier 1 breach stone, 100 splinters to do a tier 2 breach stone, or 75 to do a tier 2, 100 to do a tier 3, blah blah blah, whatever. But there is a pinnacle content associated with this. They deliberately don't show it in the footage, but you jump into the abyss and there's like bosses. It says that there were 4 unique bosses. I think one of them is specific to your maps. They're going to show it later. It's this big ass bug that you kill. If you kill a boss next to an abyss pit, a big ass bug will come out and you'll kill that. So it's kind of like the boss from Cleansed, where it's like specific to your maps.
To take your soul.
But he's gonna finish this and he's gonna get a trove.
If you kill a magic pack, then magic abyss will arise. If you kill a rare, then a rare monster will emerge from the pit, having absorbed some or all of its modifiers for itself. This means the monsters emerging will generally be more difficult and more rewarding, as each modifier gives better rewards. If you are able to kill them all,
This is sick, dude. This is so sick.
as each pit is closed, it reveals a potential reward. Abyssal troves will rise up out of the pits, allowing you to get some epic loot.
Okay, so this Nod Rib is the currency item that you use to get the Veiled mod, or the Abyssal mod, whatever they're gonna end up calling it. But his vocabulary that he used was very specific. He says, if you're able to do it all, you will get the Abyssal Trove. That means if you aren't able to do it all, you're not going to get an Abyssal Trove. So it's not like Breach, where you can like do as much as you're comfortable with and then run out and still get a reward at the end. Or Delirium in your maps, where like you just like run out when you're done and you feel like you don't want to die or whatever. Like you actually have to complete this, so keep that in mind.
Areas often contain many
So this one's got 2 pits.
and the amount goes up as you progress through the
He's
game,
fighting for his life in
more
this clip.
intense.
I'm kidding, his clear
Doesn't
wasn't that
stop
bad.
there. When
This guy's
monster
stealing my
builds
swag.
absorb,
He's taking
they
my
have a
build.
chance to
Cringe.
become infused with the dark necromancy,
Kidding.
transforming them into abyssal modifiers. For example, you defeat this monster with the Mana Siphoner modifier. Their soul is eaten by the pit, and a rare monster emerges. The Mana Siphoner modifier has transformed into Soul Siphoner, and is now amplified in danger and reward.
Pretty cool.
Abyssal pits also interact with other monsters and mechanics. If you defeat a rogue exile that's near one, it'll be revived as a Lichborn that has multiple abyssal modifiers.
Pretty cool.
Lichborn exiles even
Also, if you haven't gotten the memo, in PoE 1, when the new league comes out, the abyssal things aren't something that you need to juice with precursor tablets. So, like, they're already applied to every single map. But I still think they might add precursors to help you juice it, because the only way to currently juice these is going to be on your waystones, if that's not the case. But these are like inherent on every single map in your atlas, so you don't have to like go put, just like you had to go put Breach onto your maps with your precursors, you don't have to do that with these. They're just everywhere.
jewel they can drop, if you are lucky enough to encounter and kill them.
So these guys drop unique jewels.
If an abyss spawns near a boss, killing it will summon a gigantic...
So when they say
giga-larva
there's 4
creature.
unique bosses associated with Abyss, I think this is one of them.
Monsters imprisoned in essences near abyssal pits are affected by the abyss too. They will come with an additional new essence item that can be used to craft your items.
So yeah, everybody that was like asking how often you're going to be able to benefit from these, like abyssal pits are going to be all over your maps.
So, that's your bread and butter of the Abyssal League. Kill surface-dwelling monsters, kill the emerging abyssal, close the fissures,
So you kill the normie, and then you kill the Redditor. The Redditor comes back with all the normie's power and like rage and hatred in his heart,
Come pit encounters,
and you get rewards for it.
There's a lot more to this league, however. As you complete abysses, you can find ancient pieces of bone, preserved from the remains of...
These were the currency items.
Fire damage hurts.
Many rewards for your mission to seal the pits. You can use this on a rare item to imbue it with abyssal magic.
Okay, so you can ignore the quiver part. I was like, why does this say rare weapon or quiver? Does that mean there's going to be one that says rare armor or belt or something? I think it's just saying quiver because a quiver technically isn't a fucking weapon, and that's funny.
Adding a special hidden modifier to your
So this is a veiled mod from PoE 1.
item.
You can go choose what you want this to be.
In Act 2 of the campaign, you'll encounter a new area. This area is overrun by the Abyssal and the Lost Meat. After clearing through this area, you'll find the
Okay, so the first thing that I thought was funny, we didn't see the stash next to the waypoint. You're gonna have to waypoint teleport to this every time you get a veiled mod. You want to do this, but thank God there's a stash here, so you don't have to like carry your currency with you back and forth if you wanted to craft super hard. The stash is in this area.
a giant cavity with a massive
Dude.
The lurking creature.
So how do you reveal the mods on your abyssal infused items? Obviously, just throw them in, right? Yes, that's exactly what you do.
Yes.
Before throwing it in, you are given the option of how you want to transform it, in the form of a choice of 3 different modifiers.
So, this is sick. Obviously, if you're a abyssal mod, I hate calling it that. If you're veiled mod, abyssal mod, whatever, is a suffix, you're only going to get offered suffixes. His happens to be a prefix, so all 3 of these are prefixes.
Once you
But this is cool, because it gives you the option to choose.
throw it in, where it will absorb the power of the souls, and the ominous creature will then retrieve it for you.
That was fucked up. He's going to make this guy jump down there to go grab his shit.
All the way through to specialized modifiers that cannot normally appear on items. During the campaign, you can use it as a way to more easily add useful existing mods, but during the endgame, there is a whole set of new and powerful mods you can add to your item.
Some of these are sick.
Like this mod for cross tips.
This is fucking disgusting. Okay? There's one that gives you fucking spirit for
That allows
stabs.
you to place an additional ballista token.
It was like 67 or something, 61.
Or this one.
Yeah, 67 fucking spirit on a staff. For a weapon swap, this is broken. While we're on this topic though, they made it so that you can't use blink on weapon swap anymore. You can only use blink if you can use it on weapon slot 1 and weapon slot 2, which I thought was fucking hilarious. So I guess they didn't like what we were doing with that in 0.1.
That adds spirit to your stuff.
We were pretty much the only one that was using weapon swap blink, by the way. So that felt targeted.
Or this one, that allows you to generate more combo with your quarterstaff skills.
So like these mods are gonna be broken.
And speaking of, you can also use this.
Alright, I'm just gonna explain this quickly. I didn't see a single prefix on any of the maps anymore, so I think maps are working similar to PoE 1, where everything on the map is just a detractor, all of it is shit, and it scales the inherent implicit mods, so monster pack size, item rarity. So I don't think you're going to be able to get rarity on your waystone anymore, and the tower system didn't change at all. So they say he uses the phrase a lot of pack size, but as you know, with the instilled emotions, you can get 24% increased pack size with 3 emotions from Delirium. And I didn't see a single map in like this little reveal that had like a lot of pack size and a lot of rarity. But you can get quant on this top line,
System to craft waystones.
in these top lines.
With a preserved vertebrae fused into your waystones, you can get some new modifiers that push difficulty and rewards to new heights.
Also, you can't corrupt maps to have more than 8 modifiers anymore. That was something. Yeah, these are cool.
Here are some examples of those mods.
And all of these downsides have like a corresponding upside that affects your pack size and item rarity. I wonder if they're gonna adjust the loot table to deal with this, but
Always
we'll
get a
see.
choice of
I don't want to judge this too hard before playing with it.
so you can avoid anything you don't think your character is capable of. With this modifier, The natural inhabitants of the area are all
So this map right here has
Let's see how
36
hard this area
monster pack
is.
size with 14 item quant on the waystone.
This
Like,
this might
this would be an
determine
example
whether I
of
need
what
new
would fit the
skill
tier
gems or
2.
not.
all spawned near abysses.
But it also has like an abyss
There are
mod
up
on
to
it,
9
so
additional abyssal pits in the area,
so this one gives you 9 pits in the area. This map is like fucking juiced.
making it just a full-on abyss ruckus.
I think I'm doing
Now this
okay.
one, which
So this one's got 24 pack size, 7 quant, 43 rarity, and it's only got 6 mods.
causes the final abyssal pit in the area to always result in a boss encounter, be it either one underground or one that emerges out.
So this one you go inside of the dark domain. If you didn't see that,
Final abyssal
show
pit
that
in the
again.
area to always result in a boss encounter,
So the dark domain is like,
or one
think of it like an expedition cave. You go in there, but there's like a boss at the end of it.
There are dozens of these waystone mod.
So pack size is 43, rarity is 28. Pack size here is 28, 15 quant, 28 rarity. So maybe maps are juiced even more than before, but none of these said like 65. And obviously these are uninstilled.
That's super
so you
unlucky,
can
dude.
instill these with emotions too.
That covers the new crafting
Let's
mechanic.
do it
So
again.
what's left? Well, we talked about how when closing pits, you can get abyssal troves. But sometimes when closing an abyss, you'll reveal an underground cavern that leads to the abyssal depths.
It's not a big deal when I die. I just don't like dying.
This area looks fucking sick.
I need the XP,
Swarming with
so running through the
monsters
map
beyond
again is actually a good thing because I'm extremely underleveled,
Dude,
3
they
levels under.
snapped, bro. This
Which is
update
why I'm
gonna be
dying.
So good, you guys. I'm so excited. Holy
And at the
shit.
end of the dungeon, you'll even find a
I mean, I
relic
could
with a
just
more
play
powerful
slower, but
spawn
it's like,
modifier.
man, dude, it's such a
Once you're
stupid
able to
penalty.
defeat this powerful rare, you can also find some nice
Greater orb of augmentation.
aside from the entire area being valuable due to the abyssal modifiers on the monsters, it has its own specific drops too.
So I'm just gonna. They're gonna talk about this later. The way the greater orb of augmentation works is it guarantees that the tier is good. So like a perfect orb of augmentation would make it so that your item has like a tier 1 or tier 2 mod. So you can essentially get to a point where you filter out like shitty orbs of augmentation. And you just only pick up graders because you have like 3,000 of these.
Set of lineage supports that can rarely be found in these depths, like Kurgle's leash.
Here's another lineage support. Gain unholy might for 5
I'm
seconds.
stuck.
Commanding
I'm
minions from
literally
supporter
stuck.
Skills, minions from supporter skills gain unholy might for 5 seconds.
Ugh.
Commanded. Like,
We'll do it again.
Support empowers
give
both
it to you and your character.
minions when
Or
you
your,
command them.
you and your
It's
minions.
just so dumb when you die like that, bro.
Another depth-specific outcome is a set of omen-like items
That wasn't
amplify
3
the
levels
abyssal crafting.
under.
Additionally, we're adding some
Just
new
reroll.
socketables that can drop from the
It's like I get it, game. You can throw enemies at me that run a million times
You get
faster than me.
buried enemies for gloves. What the fuck is that?
depths. Take
Accuracy rating per 1 item evasion on helmet. For Zon, that could be good, but
which can be socketed into your armor.
Look how fast they are. I can't do
These
anything.
are a bit special. in
There's
that
gonna
you
be
only
multiple
need one use at a time, but give some pretty powerful effects.
they're gonna show the belt now. So you see how this says gloves, body armors, helmets, and it's specific to only be able to be put in those respective armor sockets or whatever. There's a belt that lets you imitate like a helmet or imitate a chest
There's
piece.
almost a
They're gonna show
unique
that.
socketable
Dude, why do they come in so delayed?
in the endgame, where you can still find them.
So you'll have like 2 sockets in your belt.
This is what I'm saying,
They
bro.
count as, like, helmet
I
slots.
waited.
You'll find an ancient spire.
I
So
guess
this
I'm a
is one
shit
of the 4
player.
bosses.
By commanders of the abyssal factions to plunge Rayclast into a lightless void. Your goal is simple. Kill this commander and destroy the spire. There are 4 bosses
Here's
in
that
the
belt.
Abyss League, and there are some pretty cool uniques available from them.
So this is one of the uniques from the bosses, right? This item gains bonuses from socket items as though it was a helmet, and it's got an increased effect of the socket items. So this is sick. If you got one that was for like weapons or something, this would be really nice.
An example is this belt, Darkness Enthroned.
You could just get crit chance in this. Slap some
Work on that. Well, this belt has a special mod
Soul
that
cores in
allows
there.
it to count as a different slot for the purpose of socketables.
like if you can get 100% increase of effect of socketed items, and it says socketed items as though it was a weapon, you could put the additional arrow, or it might have to specifically say like bow. You could put the additional arrow. What's the new greater? What are those called? Greater runes? And you could get like double arrows from one of those. Or if this was the boots one, this item gains bonuses from socket items as though it was boots. You could put the movement speed one in there. Like, these are gonna be fucking gross. But not like, probably not the one that says helmet. But if there's one of these for every armor type, or every like weapon type, or just weapons in general, this is fucking disgusting.
This one, for example, counts as a helmet. I kind of want one that counts as a body armor. I wonder how rare that one is.
Yeah, like, fuck the body armor one. Get a weapon one. Okay, so this is a seed, a random seed gen fucking heroic tragedy. So buying these is going to be impossible. Sorry for spamming spacebar, by the way.
This jewel transforms part of your passive skill tree into an abyssal version.
So these are cool. You can actually see what these mods are on POB, but this is pretty much just their heroic tragedy. But you don't know what you're buying without a calculator, and the calculator doesn't exist yet.
And has multiple depths. The deeper it goes, the more of your passive tree is affected, allowing you to fulfill your fantasy of becoming part Abyssal Lich.
So you just gotta go snag those
That Abyssal
reviews.
commanders can drop is a
So this is the pinnacle encounter. They don't show it.
finger of the Lich. But what use do you have with a random undead finger? Well, the next time you return to the Well of Souls, with the finger in your inventory, your character will almost feel compelled.
To jump off the side. I said that in the reveal, and they literally make you kill yourself.
To do what, though, you might ask? To jump in. The items you threw in came back more powerful, right?
That's
So,
funny.
What's the worst that could happen? Well, you will just have to find that one out for yourself.
Obviously, there's a fucking boss down there.
Along with the introduction of Act 4 and the interlude, we will be adding 25 new in-game maps.
Okay, so these are all sick.
Improving variety and giving you opportunities to experience
These are sick.
new boss fights anytime.
A lot of them have really good lighting,
Let's take a look
which I thought was cool because a lot of them are from Act 4.
Rock Pools is a map where you
And Act 4 is like an island map,
coastline,
so it's not all
surrounded
just
by
doom and
coral,
gloom all the time.
filled with sirens.
So a bunch of new maps, a bunch of new bosses. Don't really care particularly about tile sets and shit. That's not that important to me, but this is obviously cool. Just keep the game a little more fresh. But what's really cool is the new anomaly maps they add. I think I'm gonna skip ahead to those.
Like boss. Added or a bit more.
So it's just showing off some of the bosses. Show the anomalies. There we go. So this one's like a sandstorm. There's like a whirlpool one. You have to do these to get your boss atlas points now. You have to go kill
Holy.
like a 79 boss in an anomaly map. So these are cool.
Biome, you can encounter a wild sandstorm. 3 maps around the sandstorm contain a device you must activate. Upon doing this, the sandstorm's magic is disrupted, revealing the map inside and allowing you to access it and find the cause. This presents itself in the form of a boss.
Oh, I hate
Special
this,
boss is kinda
dude.
like a citadel. Yep.
This boss is a Faradin Swordmaster, who has been blessed with
Loading
the power of
screens are
time,
fun.
allowing him to take
better
his
beat his
swordsmanship
ass.
to the next level by replicating himself, maneuvering rapidly, and severing the fabric of time itself with his powerful slashes.
Pretty cool.
In the water biome, you'll encounter
whirlpool
giant
one.
maelstrom. With
Oh, my bad.
water
It's a maelstrom,
biome
actually.
connects
That's
to it,
actually a
but
maelstrom.
the connection is obscured.
But these are sick.
You must run the maps nearby, hoping to find a beacon.
So you're gonna kill your boss, and just make sure you run to the edge of your boss and you know where this beacon is, 'cause you're gonna be mad as shit when you don't run all the way up to it and click on it.
Another example
Blood
is
one.
the Vile Vault in the mountain biome. But how do we get inside? Running the adjacent maps to it will yield the key.
Okay,
Which you can-
so let's go back.
Another
These are not like scarabs from PoE1.
mountain biome.
This just like enables you to
But
use
how
it.
do we get inside?
Try to pause on it perfectly. There you go. So this just allows you to go use it.
You yield a key, which you can then use to gain access to this vault.
What's that map have on it?
Vile Vault in the
Sorry for
mountain
running
biome.
this back over and over and over.
But how do we get inside? Running the adjacent maps to it will yield a key,
Boom.
which you can then use to get
Motherfucker.
to the spot.
Okay, 7% pack size, 21 quant, 28 rarity. So, I think character rarity is going to be more important than ever because these rarity rolls are not like that fucking crazy. Because you can't, remember, you can't get it as a prefix on your map. They took prefixes away from maps. So, you're probably going to want rarity on your character more than ever because you can't just get into your map and this shit says fucking 240% with your Atlas buffs. Also, if you didn't notice, this
That's a
guy's
good
on
point. We're
Brown,
probably gonna
doesn't
need a
have
lot of
any
rarity on our
gloves.
character next
This guy
season if we want good
to
drops.
fucking beat the dog shit out of you gloves.
Or, you could just trade for one, I guess. Use the key to dispel the powerful force field surrounding, leading to the Val Elite and their rewards inside. These all contain Uber versions of the Act 4 boss, and the bosses at the end of each part of the interlude.
Too cool.
And each have their own exclusive drop pool of new lineage supports. Which, as Jonathan spoke about
Surprised I
earlier,
didn't get that already.
powerful support gems that modify your skills in pretty crazy ways. An example of a
Attack critical hit chance with supported skills. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm not even gonna try.
I must level up before I do this.
Supported skills become usable after you've moved 20 meters. Supported skills become usable again after use. Bifurcates. Bifurcates.
Bifurcate.
Bifurcate. Fuck you, dude.
lineage support which can come from the Faradin Swordmaster mentioned earlier, we have Garu Khan's Resolve, which causes your critical strikes to fall.
Okay, why don't they just say 4?
Requires some mobility on your part to
Scumbag. So this pretty much just gives you a little tanga tongue.
fully enable. From the boss sealed in the Val Vault, we have Paquate's Pact, which supports your war cries, causing them to inflict massive amounts of corrupted blood
Corrupted
at the
blood is
cost of
sick.
your own life. Additionally, some maps can now spawn summoning circles, a room resembling an Ezomite henge. Activating this henge will spawn
Look at how
bosses.
crazy the chat was
It's as
going with
simple as
delete
that.
towers.
We'll also be making changes to how affixes and waystones work. As the current prefixes equals good, suffixes equals bad, iteration isn't quite hitting the mark. We tried something new here in Path of Exile 2, but after seeing the feedback we decided we
Period
actually
one.
liked what we had in Path of Exile 1 more. Like Path of Exile 1, each affix will now be both difficult and rewarding. Waystone mods now grant an increase to the number of waystones dropped, and an additional specific upside attached to it. This means as you roll your map, they will continue to get more difficult and more rewarding.
So these were working as multiples of each other. Like that gave 7 rarity, 7 rarity, 7 pack size, 7 pack size, 7 pack size. Those would be like max roll precursor tablet rolls.
And allow you to customize the difficulty and rewards of your maps better.
That one just straight gave 14.
For example, the Frostbitten mod, which causes enemies to deal cold damage.
That's just 14 from one mod. 14 item rarity from one mod.
The rarity of items
That's pretty
dropped
good,
is
to be honest.
Whereas the old
I don't think you're gonna be able to get like 90 though.
causes enemies to poison on hit.
But yeah, we can just get past this. It's pretty cool.
So, back to our Atlas map.
It should play good.
But what about Breach, Ritual, Pinnacle content, and others of the sort? We're
This is
making
Splinter
some
change.
changes around this too. The first change is that you'll now be able to invest 2 points into your specific League Atlas trees before having to run the Pinnacle content. There will be a specific objective for each type of content which grants you those points.
So you get your first point.
For example, in the case of Delirium,
And the +1 increase the difficulty Atlas points no longer are affected by like the encounter you use, because now instead of needing the entire simulacrum, the entire Breachstone, you use just splinters to do it.
Holy dude.
So
How come I don't get an attacker?
those just affect the difficulty of your maps. So all of those little nodes in your Atlas, Atlas, Tree, Pewee 2. Ignore my
It's super unfair, dude. I didn't even get an
These
attacker.
little,
Like, I'm pretty sure I
these
saw
little
that right.
nodes-
Every single time I went to go attack her, she just started throwing shit at me.
These little shit nodes right here. This website's making noise.
I think this boss fight's
These
the
little shit
worst
nodes
one in the
don't
entire
increase
game.
Difficulty because you choose the difficulty with the splinters. So the nodes before the notables aren't like +1 difficulty to Audience of the Kings.
Especially when you're
It's
under
not
leveled,
difficult.
dude.
It just makes it more difficult in your map.
you just need to find and kill one of the bosses.
And they give you the first 2 points.
Or hosts.
first knowledge book in your maps.
The rest of the points for each
So 10% increased stacks as a simulacrum splinters. That's pretty cool.
contents come from the pinnacle content, but we're making some changes to accessibility here too. Currently, access to most pinnacle content
He would do extra fire.
the easiest and most difficult version of the content. This creates a negative feeling where at lower difficulties, instead of wanting to run the content, you're often better off just selling it to someone who can run it at maximum difficulty.
Right.
To address this, each content will now drop splinters, which will not form into singular items.
I've never seen the ultimatum key.
Combined item in the realm game. You can now just bring your splinters.
I kind of don't want to die right now, but
Inserting the splinters into the realm game. An interface will appear
it's probably gonna make
So
me.
you pick
It's giving me the most cringy monsters.
difficulty, and you'll notice each difficulty has a different.
Never even seen this.
This means if you want to run easier difficulties, it costs,
So that only said 1, 2, 3 because the first.
I didn't
ones
realize
were
they had a
1, 2.
free one on this map.
which also allows you to run this content much sooner.
If I'm not mistaken, unless that UI unlocks a 4th one.
Because these encounters now just require splinters, their corresponding atlas tree no longer affects the difficulty of them, and has been changed to purely
So
affect
these
the
all
content
stay
and maps on the
stack size. They all say stack size. Okay, Uber Arbiter. That's what this is.
Still needs crisis.
Listen to this noise when they socket this. This nasty shit.
The first, requiring the existing fragments obtained from citadels. The second, Uber Arbiter, requires calamity fragments. These come from citadel bosses also,
That wet
only
shit.
once you've allocated the maximum number of points in your boss atlas tree, ensuring those
They
citadels-
changed how you get the maximum number of points in your boss atlas tree.
Since we're talking about pinnacle content, we also felt that the leveling curve in the late game was a bit too steep. We've smoothed this out a bit so that it's easier to get to the mid-90s. We've also added some new in-game unique items.
Okay, so easier to get to mid-90s. That means it's also easier to get to 100.
Thunderfist is a pair of gloves that grants crackling palm.
1 to 84 lightning roll on this. You obviously won't be using a weapon when you're
Down
unarmed.
the storms themselves on enemies you hit. Put simply, literally every
Flicker
monster you
strike.
hit with your unarmed skills will be struck by powerful lightning. Pair this with the aforementioned hollow palm technique to embrace your true unarmed prowess in
Pretty cool.
combat. Another unique we're adding is Penakura's Sight.
This shit was asking for everyone.
To be granted the power of the Mother of Death herself.
But it's a cool item.
This is reflected by granting you a skill called Foresight. While you have Foresight, your dodge roll no longer avoids hits. But instead, being hit while dodge rolling restores you to full life and makes you unable to die for a brief period of time.
Kind of funny.
You'll notice when this does occur, a copy of your character appears and takes the full damage. This is you seeing that future, as if you hadn't been wearing the amulet. Ultimately, your in-game experience should be more streamlined. With new content to find, you'll be able to invest in your atlas trees sooner, engage with pinnacle content faster.
I mean,
Running set pinnacle
the rest is just talking about MTX and shit, but that's pretty much the update. And holy fuck, expectations were exceeded. The low-hanging, like, low vibrational, duh, new characters, duh, new weapons, like, honestly, I don't even care. This shit looks so fucking sick. Obviously, it would have been nice to get new weapons for sure, because that would enable new builds, but new builds just became possible because all of the skills that nobody uses, because they're not meta, are just better now. They talk about how they didn't make Druid in time. They talked about how the tower system is going to get changed. You can probably expect a tower change in 3.1, but I don't know. I think it's going to be sick. I think the game is going to be fun enough that people will deal with it for a little bit longer, but they did say that the tower change is inevitable, and even if they removed all of the juicing part from the tower and let you juice in alternative ways, they said that they were going to still keep the tower as like a scouting thing so that you could see in front of you for like exploration of the Atlas purposes. But yeah, the tower thing I'm the most bummed about, but outside of that, like, W fucking patch, I think it's going to be super sick. I think people are going to blast it and have fun again. If you want to maximize the amount of fun that you have, ignore the burgers, ignore the Reddit kids that have no, like, loyalty to ARPGs that have fucking 11 hours played in the game anyways. People are going to bitch and moan and cry about the tower's lack of characters and lack of new ascendancies, but honestly, I think the patch is really good. I I think it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Can't wait to get back into making guides. This video is this is the longest video we've ever made. It's gone on for a really long time, but yeah, I just wanted to hold your hand through the patch again. If you were in the stream while this was live, thanks for pulling up. You guys were great. The support was so awesome. You guys are fucking so badass.
Like his is out there still in challenge being wasted, and I'm not saying that they, and I talked about this yesterday on the Pine Park After Dark, but like it should be open to everyone. Like, I hate the fact that there might be somebody out there with the same sort of mentality that I had in my day, and is not going to be able to have a shot to do what I was able to do with my people around me. As not as easy, because obviously it was very hard to do what we did, but like, man, like there's somebody out there right now that has like all the opportunity in the world to become like to bring something new to the table, but they can't because it's
Let me
walled off.
go
Only 12
check
people.
something really quick, actually.
Welcome back to the Drop Pod episode. Who gives a fudge? We don't know, man. Riley's not going to find out that information for us. We got the typical people up here today. We got myself, we got APG, and we got where the fuck's Formal at, man? Again, this happened last week.
Listen, this is what I'm gonna say about that. No excuse. He lives around this here parts. Bound has no excuse. This I'm sick bullshit. I'm sick of it. Especially in days like in situations like these where Halo's like obviously literally on its last leg for the time being.
Literally.
So my thing is this, right? As an ex player turned content, well, as a content, you know what I'm saying? It's an OG of the scene.
As an ex-player.
Okay,
as
like,
an ex-pro player that
yeah,
you are.
yeah, I won a tournament and I played competitively.
When was it again?
In 2010, River City's finest 3v3 hardcore tournament.
Yes, sir.
Fucking represented for my squadron. No, but in Call of Duty 2, I played competitively. Surely I wasn't at the top. Of course not.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I did my thing. I represented my thing, and the shame that came with losing, I carried that shit. So, as a person...
Let me do that.
Who is not from the outside, right? I'm one of us. If hey, you guys are one of us, right? Because I was here for you guys are one of us. Actually, no, you were. When did you start gaming, like professionally?
Me?
2005.
I went pro in 2008, but
Okay.
I would say I was good and like
What are you using that?
in the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good and in the scene by 07, but like I knew of everything by like 06.
Bro,
Yeah.
tell me why my dentist,
Like me and APG knew each other in 06.
my dentist was in straight ripping.
No way.
He was.
Why do I
I don't know.
not?
What? Believe me?
Wait, are you about to say the Bentist?
No. No, it's this other guy.
He was in straight.
Yeah, he's like, I somehow ended up. I'm like, oh shit, with T Square. He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude. Well, he's like, yeah, you know those old.
I already
school
have
names. I'm
that?
like,
Son of a
dude,
bitch.
literally an hour ago.
Did he say his
I was
name?
getting measured for either veneers, Invisalign, or regular braces. I'm looking at all the options. But the first time that I went to go get my cleaning from him, he told me, he's like, oh man, you know, because Nate goes there too. And he's like, man, blah blah blah. And then today he's like, you remember a clan named Straight Rip? And I'm like, of course, legendary.
Clan. This dude, motherfucker.
Did he say his name?
Yeah, I mean, I know his name.
What
His
did
gamer
he do?
tag?
Oh,
rather?
I don't know his gamer tag.
I'm trying my best here.
Probably some
Fuck's sake.
early,
No, it's
early.
white dude. He's kind of swole. Well, in this day and age, right? He's
Yeah,
like
who knows
he's
what
got
he
4
looks-
kids now.
Dude, it might be like somebody like Fallacy or Fonzie
Hmm.
or something
Might
like
be.
that.
Yeah,
Like somebody way
it
back in the
could
day.
be something like that.
I mean, if I showed you a picture of him, can you fucking
Yeah.
identify him?
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, I'm like BTH. He's like, hell yeah, believe the hype. I'm like, yo, Maniac is still like
Man,
on
I
my
need a
team.
dentist.
He's my guy. Like from still, I'm like yeah, APG still. He's like, and then he's like a pure gangster. I'm like,
No
no.
way, no way.
I was like, yo, he knows his shit, yo. Like he knows his shit.
Wait,
And-
would you be able to find a picture of him real quick?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
you can show after or whatever.
Well, I'm not gonna put him on. I'm blast.
Yeah, have
feeling like
Riley just
it's-
pull him up on the main
No,
stage.
he doesn't know who it is.
Should be
feeling like
fine.
Somebody from like 05 or 06
Yeah,
or
some
something like
early
that,
fuck.
because they said clan, and in Halo 2 they were clans. So I'm thinking that like that's might be.
He said.
See, I don't know. It's been it's been
And he's a
20
grown man.
years,
Yes,
so-
he's a grown man now.
Nah, I can't tell off this.
Maybe Brad
Let
can.
me see.
Or maybe if you like Google his name, then wiki him, maybe he pops up.
I don't know him. I don't. But
Yeah. Anyway, so I was sitting
I
there
don't,
talking to him
no.
like. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's still going. I'm like, this is the last season of it. And I was telling him, like, 4 more. He's like, nah. He's like, nah, I don't never heard of him. He probably came after me.
Oh shit, really?
Like, early.
Like, he
Yeah.
knows Maniac, knows APG,
Yeah,
never heard of
yeah.
Form. Well, that's what we.
yeah,
Wait,
that's
what do you?
matters.
You're
I'm
deciding
about to figure
on
out Sigil of Power.
veneers,
Invisalign or
Braces?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm gonna see all my options. I've tried the Invisalign before, but I was vlogging at the time, and it felt. And you know what's crazy? When I went to edit it, like I couldn't really hear the lisp. It was just all internal in my brain and mind.
That's what. Whenever I first got my Invisalign, I was wearing it a shit ton, but just talking was like so annoying. It was like, and I'm so tired of using the word anxiety. But like, I'd be on podcasts, and it would like, I just felt like I couldn't talk right, and it was fucking up my whole flow. So I'd like stopped wearing them during the day, or I'd take them out for the podcast.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
put
I
'em
can
back
use
in,
Sodium
and then
Level
we, like,
11 now,
eat
too.
After, and then you gotta like brush your teeth after every single time. It's so annoying.
Where I was going with fucking Bound and Formal being late, it's inexcusable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
let's
fine.
get back to that.
Where I was going with this, like, I'm one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole business thing just happened because nobody else was doing it, and I had to take the reins and whatever. But I don't think I can't remember the last time that I was like sick or called in sick or that I didn't feel like I can't get out of bed today. My fucking crippling fucking anxiety. I had crippling anxiety, I bet. But I still had to do. I had no choice but to get up and do the shit that I gotta do. It's work. Not only that, but I bet she's fucking streaming right now.
I don't think he's streaming.
I'm kidding. But
He probably didn't really go to sleep.
yeah, that I believe.
I
But
mean,
that's not an excuse either.
They did. I mean, it's no excuse. They did win the HCS Open Cup yesterday.
Yeah.
We can talk about that a little bit.
Man, I'm bad,
Let me
dude.
ask the chat something. Chat. You guys tell me
Comments below.
if I'm talking out of turn here, but you know, we pay salaries, right, for them to compete, but also to be in content, which is why they get paid what they get paid, right? We don't pay them no minimum. We don't pay nobody minimum wage and shit to do this stuff, right? So what I'm thinking, and it came from the thought where when we won champs, or Shotzi's like, you owe us dinner, and I was like, I mean, I would buy you dinner regardless. I'm like,
No,
I didn't tell you to buy
dude.
me dinner when you guys were 0-18.
I gotta change my button bind. I don't like it like that.
Yo, what if I pay you guys, but
Oh,
only when
Sigil
you
of
guys are in
Power right
season and
there.
competing. On your off time, I don't pay you shit unless you show up to do the other half that you're
Damn, all
supposed
that came from him just asking for dinner.
to. Yeah.
How'd you really think it?
Well, yeah, it was. I'm like, oh man, I mean, we're all fair, right? And it's not like I'm not like a VC dude or like somebody from outside the industry that saw an opportunity and wanted to come in and fucking prey on shit. So I'm like, wait, I'm in a unique position because I'm literally like one of y'all. So just older, way older. So
Not way
let's
older.
keep it fair.
It's not a birthday.
Let's keep it fair, chat. What do you guys think? Am I being unreasonable here? Anyway,
I wish we wouldn't do. I know that them being on Mondays is. First off, I tried to talk to the producers about this and like the schedule. We have to record Mondays so
Why?
it can like go up Tuesday.
Fuck.
Because other pods go up Thursday or Wednesday and Thursday and Friday or other videos. So it's like that's the schedule. So we
Yep.
have to do it Monday. But I think this would happen less often if it wasn't on Monday.
yeah.
Or if we could just schedule it on Wednesday when I do the flycast as well and just
Have it on one
record
day.
the flycast.
I'm like no
Sit down
shock
and do this.
built
Yeah.
up on her.
You know what I've been saying to do.
She's
from
just
the beginning of
attacking
time,
me.
And obviously sometimes
She's
they
going
go
up in the
sometimes they
airs.
don't, but I think this would keep us in. Why don't we
That's
live
my point,
stream
like, what am I
every
supposed to do against
podcast?
that?
We go live.
See, I don't like that.
Why? Because sometimes you
More
go wild,
anxiety.
right?
Sometimes some shit could be said, or there's been times just on the pod where
Wow.
we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Say there was
No. I know where you're going.
just say beef between two people or players.
Come
and then
on,
we bring up
Stunner.
Something someone tweeted, and then we go to a stream, and then we watch something he said, and we'll talk about it. And like Formal will have a reaction to it. And and like maybe at the end for him, be like, "Yo, Riley, cut that," or like, "Yo, McRae, cut that." So it's just I don't know.
But
Doing
this
them
will keep
live
us in
is just
check,
a
right?
little.
If we're in live, then we're a little bit gonna be a little bit more choosy on the shit that we do or don't say.
That's true. That's true.
Well, what would be the benefit of it being live?
But if
Why-
it goes live on Tuesday, we record on Tuesday.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? That way, there's
It's
no like
just all,
editing.
It's just up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe even like, what if we stream to like a secret fucking place and whatever? I agree with the fact that I'm all about efficiency, right? Especially like right now would be the perfect time to vlog because there's always somebody here. So there's always like content for me to capture. Where before it's like I can only capture content on Tuesday and maybe Wednesdays because Mondays nobody's here.
We're
etc.
here.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit though, but we are.
Well, I'm here
Monday.
too.
But yeah, I just don't know after like open cups and tournaments and stuff like
Yeah.
that. If like I already know they're drinking their monsters, they're up all night. The tourney's ending at I don't know when it ended, say 7, 8 p.m. or something. But by the time they get off, adrenaline's still going. They might still be feeling themselves, so they're hopping into money 8s, money 2s, something like that. So it's like I can kind of see it. I know that's what Bound does. I don't really know what Formal does. But
What
yeah.
about Renegade?
Same thing. He usually plays too. Yeah.
I got you.
Does he usually play after?
Yeah. He usually plays like 8s or money 2s or something like that. I saw like I think
Legend
Citrus.
probably as well.
Yeah, he's always going.
Yeah, they're
And is that to
actually
keep the
just all
sword sharp, or is that
It's
just
just
because
like
he loves it?
I think it's just when you're in that zone on like a tourney day, like you're just ready to play.
Yeah.
So even though it ends and you won, especially they won a fucking 50-49, we'll probably go back, watch some clips or something.
Are
but
those the hidden New Yorks?
I don't know what they are. These are like
Oh no, they're not. But
A6
No, I know.
mints.
yeah, 2140.
Some.
Yeah,
You like them?
these.
I
Yeah.
bought them. I started wearing them, and I was like, I fuck with these. But then I try to wear them with like black shorts, black shirt at the gym, and I was like, these kind of look girly.
Well, no, they do. They
Dude,
look good.
girls have always had the best colorways.
That is true.
They kind of have.
That is true.
No, I do like these though.
Yeah.
They are nice. They are nice.
And I mean, you can't beat that comfort.
I need to size up though. I can't tell if I'm like still growing or not, or am I just like getting fatter?
One of the
And it's like going to my feet because like these 11s are small. What other shoes did I buy that were small? Fucking I bought
Forces.
No, Forces I have to size a half down.
Okay.
But there was some other shoes I bought it was like a running shoe, the Nike Invincible 3s or something.
Oh, yeah.
Bought those and like my toes just fucking at the edge.
Cut your toenails, dude.
I do,
Yeah.
I do cut my toenails.
I think
I
that's
feel
what
like
it
that
is.
used to be a thing at the Scuff House where I like wouldn't have my toenails cut. The motherfuckers would always see my toenails and just call me out for that shit.
You gotta get a petty.
Bro, you should have saw them the other day. I had to. My toenails were just crazy. I don't know how they just everything. My nails just grow fast, and
Yeah,
I don't chew them at all. So it's just.
You gotta get a pedicure and a manicure. You ever had one?
You
You never had one? What?
I mean,
you
did
never
you
had
take
one?
you though?
No.
Like you just go by yourself? Like,
Man,
let me get this done.
What I'm gonna try to do going forward is, you know how Turo has that lady across the way that does nails.
Okay.
I was just gonna have her come in at the same time I'm coming in so that she could do them. Cause my hands, I would do my nails. I don't like them when they get too shiny, but I do like to professionally get them cut. Cause sometimes like
It's important.
my index.
I gotta get them done.
Look at how
So you
uneven
can see
this
them
is.
still.
You see that? It's
See,
like
but like I don't pay attention to that
You got
shit.
all right. We're going to a nail salon. I'm taking you to a nail salon.
Podcast?
me too.
We can do that too. Yeah, you can come too. And it's gonna be good content. Nick's first manicure and pedicure. We are going 100% without a doubt. That is
Yeah.
good as content.
What if we got a podcast while doing it?
Yeah,
you
down.
do your
I'm
feet.
down. I'm in.
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
of
You
course.
can get them both done at
My
the same
feet are
time.
ticklish.
I actually wanted to go
but it's good.
after they took off my cast. I wanted to go because I had all this dead skin
Yeah,
on my
you gotta
shit.
scrub it.
There was no water touching it, so it was just dry, bro. I was scared.
Yeah.
I was like, man, my shit's gonna be fucked. I walked 3 miles on an incline today.
I was about to
3.5,
ask.
3.5. Yeah, and dude, it feels good. I didn't work out at all last week, but this week I'm lucky.
Yeah, I've been slacking a little bit these
Same.
past few weeks.
The gym near my house
Summer
opens up
always
soon.
fucks me up.
The other
bro.
thing is like, and as you get older and you get married, you have to realize, and if there's any women that have husbands watching this right now, you have to realize your husband isn't going out of his way to not work out. It's a defense mechanism. Some of us are so good looking that to make us even more good looking, it's just going to invite trouble. You know what I mean? Like
I
this is not a
understand that. That
repellent.
makes sense.
That's how I
This is
feel
not a
all the time.
repellent. Yeah,
Exactly how I feel.
that's why I do it.
That makes total sense, man.
I eat what I eat because of that.
Nah,
Sure.
I've been fucking slacking. It's just summer. Once the sun comes out, the pools
yo,
are out.
catch this week?
Alcohol.
Yeah,
I
you
might be going there Friday.
On a date? Yo, how's dating
Just a
life
little
been,
something.
man? Ever since the how long has
The
it been?
divorce?
6 months?
Nah, it's been like
Don't say a day and a couple of hours.
8 months.
8 months, 7 days, 3 days, and 1 hour.
Might be 8 months exactly.
Oh, what? Since you broke up?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, we're getting deep.
Yeah, man. It's no, it's been cool. I feel like I don't know. I feel like all right, before my last relationship, there'd be certain girls that I would see and I would like instantly like feel like a lust for. Not on some like sexual shit, like I want to have sex with them. It was like
You want to talk to him?
something about their like I'm cool with just talking to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be about on some like freaky shit. And I feel like after my last relationship, the heartbreak that was endured after that,
Yeah.
now I look at females and I just like I don't feel that feeling.
Well, it's
Like
'cause-
I don't feel that feeling of like
You're still traumatized.
of like love, or it's like it's hard for me
it's
to.
trauma.
Well, do you think you've met anybody that has given you that like butterflies in your stomach feeling, or that you want to talk to more, or hang out with nonstop?
That's what I feel like maybe the old me would have been like
By now. would've been.
butterflying,
Yeah.
but like the me now, I don't know. It's maybe like it's hard for me to love or like
How old did you
even
turn?
build that connection. And I just turned 34.
Damn. You said the same thing to me, but I'm
It
still
was,
saying damn.
34.
Yeah, James
dude.
Sellers never celebrating Nick Kirshner's birthday again. My birthday was on Friday, August 15th.
Thanks for the invite.
You gonna run down
Would
the
you
day?
have actually? You wouldn't have came.
You wouldn't.
No, but I would have called and bought a bottle for the table.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
He
I
would have
shoulda-
came to dinner.
See,
Well, no, I was in Houston.
I didn't even plan on it being like it was like me, James, Brad, or wait, no, it was just me, Bose,
Yeah.
Brad, and my friend Isaiah. And I was just like, let's get some food, maybe figure something out, maybe get like a table or something, but like nothing's really set in stone.
Go through the
But
whole
then
day.
Wait, everybody got fucked up?
Yeah.
It was
But then like drinks start happening. I randomly DM Kenny. I'm like, yo, like I said something like, yo, I know how you get down outside. We're going here tonight if you want to come. And he was like, yeah, I'm
Fuck
there.
yeah.
And so like Kenny came through. I told James, I was like, James, gather fucking everyone in the office. Everyone's welcome to come. And then
Well,
a lot of people pulled up. And
go
so
through the
it
whole
was
day.
never like a planned thing.
Go through the
but
what?
Go through the whole day. The whole day.
my whole birthday.
Yeah.
Let's see, I think I woke up, hit the gym, ate clean, got my water in. Then me and APG went to Uchiba. I somehow threw my fucking wallet away.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We had the legacy match on Thursday, and I like bought kava, sat here, ate it, and then I just like threw my keys, my phone, my wallet in the bag. And then afterwards, just like,
garbage bag.
and then just like kept my leftover kava, got my bag, went home, and then the next day was my birthday.
Yeah.
I ate my like leftover kava. The bag was sitting there. I was out of trash bags, so I was just like, "Fuck, let me just start dumping everything in this kava."
When was
bag.
this?
That was like last year, I think. Let me just start dumping everything in this kava bag. Threw it down my trash chute, and just never fucking saw it
You
again.
didn't want to go down there and look?
I didn't notice until later, but the trash bin was like sort of empty. So I was like, and I asked the concierge, I was like, did the trash people come? Yeah. And they were like, yeah, I think so. I was like, God, that shit's fucking gone.
You don't know when garbage day is?
No, I don't know when garbage day is for the fucking
Dude,
trash.
you're 34 years old.
On the way
Yo,
to the.
Yo, this is bad, dude.
Hold on.
Dude,
I need to
what
ask
a joke.
some real life questions right now.
Dude, this is a
You can
joke.
answer if you want, obviously. But like, how old are you, Brad?
31.
This is a joke.
Yeah.
Lightning resistant, dude.
Kids?
I want to.
I would like so, man. I mean, fucking
No,
Christ.
listen, you're 34.
This is AIDS,
God, so I
bro.
do still got a little bit of time, right?
Still, like I'm 45, lives 15.
I can't, dude. I can't do that. I can't go into this area without having more fire res. I am one level
So
under.
you need to get going. You start busting
Yeah.
them nuts.
Well, the thing is, I want to get married first before having kids, and that's gonna take some time. It's gonna take minimum 2 years. Like I gotta
Yeah.
like know the
You
person,
gotta know.
move in with them first, because you don't know anybody.
Hey.
And now I don't even know about that.
like moving in with somebody.
All traumatized.
Yeah.
All traumatized.
I will say,
would
like,
move
the
in. I'm a
amount-
lover boy is what I
It's because the
found out.
last woman that you dated, you thought you were gonna marry. Same with me. Like you got a house with her, I got a house with my
I'm
girlfriend.
a hoe, but I'm a lover boy. I want to like I have friends with them this weekend, and they're just like they're talking about like cheating and like they're gonna have multiple girlfriends if they want.
What?
And like that's just it's the fucking sicko Dallas lifestyle that motherfuckers just live.
They be outside.
And like they were having a whole conversation like with these
Damn.
girls, and they were just arguing and shit. And I was just like, I don't think I could do any of that.
My
It's just,
fire res is still
makes me
terrible,
feel
bro.
uncomfortable. It's just,
Yeah.
like I couldn't do that to someone, and
It's because as you get older, you want to settle down. You want to have a good relationship, especially learning from your past, because you don't want to get older and be alone. Like nobody wants to be older and be alone.
yeah, that is.
There we go.
Especially like when you get to a different stage in life, like you want to experience certain things with somebody.
This should be
Like,
doable
when I was
now.
winning those championships, it was good to just look out in the crowd and see my girlfriend and actually experience it with her,
Yeah.
opposed to just being happy by myself or getting a house by myself. Like that was a big accomplishment. Like we moved out here together, everything.
Yeah, it's you. No one wants to live with their life not being noticed.
Yeah.
No one wants to live their life with their life not being witnessed. So when you choose a partner, you're like dedicating yourself to like, you're gonna live your life, or you're gonna live your life, but I'm gonna be here to witness it, and then that makes that person feel special. I heard like a TikTok about that. I like kind of butchered that a little bit. I thought I was about to go crazy, but like I thought I was about to eat right there, but there was a little more to it. But I saw a TikTok about that, like one thing people don't talk about.
It's crazy what a little bit
They
of
just want
fire
their
res will
life to be
do.
witnessed. And that's why you see all this shit on social media. Someone can be lonely as fuck, but they'll be on social media. They'll
That
be
shit
doing
hurt,
hate
bro.
tweets on fucking Twitter. Like they just have to be seen.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to live their life to be seen. Now I know there's some freaks, and I don't want to say freaks as like a negative, but there's some outsiders, some outliers that might just like live and bumfuck in, camp and hunt, and maybe they're by themselves all the time, and maybe if that's what they like, that's what they like. But yeah, it is the goal to find someone like that. I feel like I need like a sweet, quiet bubble butt.
You want a bubble butt? I like
Kind
my
of.
chicken butt.
No offense.
Been
To each their own. To each their own.
Me and Brad have been talking about our types lately, and I'm like, man, maybe I need to switch it up a little bit.
Get a chicken butt.
Because once you get into the bubble butts, then they're baddies. Then it's when they think they're or know they're a baddie, issues come with it.
It's a different type of personality.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I will say there are women out there that are still like pretty.
There are. It's
Good.
rare. It's rare. The streets is hard.
good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Where are you looking though?
I mean, we're at Green Light,
That's,
the club.
I don't know if that's the
fucking-
best place for us to be.
or the gym.
Gym is a good
The
place.
gym is good,
But most
and
of
I
the
have a
girls in the
crush.
gym have men. I'm not
Those
gonna
ones-
lie.
yeah. What I'm saying is like,
I'm just a pussy though.
or the gym. It's like club, gym, and I would say go to a library. You know what I'm saying?
Good grocery stores too.
Go to a library. That's comedy.
See, I'm just too pussy to
HEB.
say anything.
I know it's I'd be
It's
like
got to
that
be
too.
difficult in
I ain't
this
gonna
day and age too, where you've sort of been conditioned to like respect, the privacy
Yeah,
of
the boundaries.
everybody's space.
Don't want to go up. I don't want to go up and then they just walk away. Be like, damn.
Shit, back in the day, I was like, "Girl, can I holler in your ear?"
But honestly,
Let me get them digits.
the more we go out, the more like confidence I get to go up to somebody and talk to them. Like the past 2
He's
weekends.
saying the
you know.
more drunk he gets.
Yeah, that's true.
Good,
Too.
good.
No,
Like,
but
good
it is like
courage.
it's the more you're outside, the more like it's momentum.
Yeah, like I understand.
Even
like
if you talk to one and get denied, you can go on to the next and get denied or whatever. But it's
It's a
like,
numbers
hey man,
game.
I'm doing something.
Like
though.
if I'm a shoot, I'm usually gonna shoot within my range, and like it's gonna be like I'm not gonna try and just go from the half court line. I'm gonna go usually from like free throw line. Like I know my spot.
Unless they get close enough to
I'm a
see
tank.
you, like you know what I mean. Like if they're at an event or like surrounding area, they're there with their friends. Like, yeah, my friends are here for some fucking like video game nerd shit.
That's
They're
different.
like, oh shit, Halo, yeah, I'm commentating it.
Oh my arm itches.
The event's a whole different type of confidence. I can't even lie to you because everybody usually knows who we are.
Yeah, it kind of is.
So you can go to like the after party or go out and you can just say, yeah, I'm here for this. And they're like, oh shit, like they see like people thought we were musicians in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Like, two
That
different
was
people.
funny.
So It does help. It does help out events.
People
but-
thought we were musicians. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Swear there's one
I live in
one
Utah.
Uber fucking thought.
Yeah.
They're like, y'all rappers, y'all artists or something? We're like, nah.
Yeah,
I'm probably dead. I see the double right there. That's bad.
Like check in. He's like, "You're a celebrity. You have a celebrity vibe." I was like, "Nah, just."
What's
Oh.
he's walking in?
Oh, a
Do-rag,
glitch.
shades, fucking
Yeah.
I've been mistaken for a rapper. a
chrome
few
heart
times.
pants.
Hey, it's a good aura, right? It's a
Yeah,
good aura.
it is a good compliment. It is a good compliment. But yeah, we just had my 34th birthday. Ended up going out. I think everyone just got hammered, to be honest.
Amazing,
And that's
dude.
what I like, though. That's what I like.
It was a lot of
I
fun.
would have gone out.
Oh, you
No,
won,
you
though.
wouldn't. You weren't here.
No, I wasn't here, but I would have gone out for your birthday for sure. And I would have gotten fucked up. You know I get fucked up.
You do.
You would have went out for like
Once you
like
get
an
like
hour.
you'll like either not at all. Like you might have like one drink, then it's like, all right, here's a bottle, I'm out.
Here's the secret.
Or you'll have like 3 or 4. You'll get into some good combos. Fuck it, get
And then
order
here comes
another
three-
one.
three-
And here
three
comes
more
three
old
more.
That's how it works. That's honestly how it works.
Yeah.
Like we went to Uchibar, we go during happy hour. We had some drinks there. We got a bottle, went back to Nick's house, took some shots. We waited for like 2 hours, and then the Legacy Week matches were done.
Pam pulls up.
Yeah, Pam pulled up.
Yo, who was hollering at Pam in that picture?
What picture?
Pam might have been
Damn,
talking to
I wasn't
some-
paying attention.
Yeah.
He's freshly single.
Dude,
I
he's
have a man
he's
the
so tall
problem.
that it's so easy for him too.
I was telling him, man, like once he's been hitting the gym as well. I was
Yeah.
like, Pam, you used to run shit back
He
in the
used
day.
to run
And
shit
I'm not
back in the
talking
day.
about
Yeah.
gaming.
No, I know.
Skinny Pam?
Yeah.
He's a handsome boy. He's still handsome.
Yeah, it's a little thickums right now, but still, dude.
Yeah.
Like, with that, I mean, I think having that much height.
I don't
is a
know,
good
dude.
Cheat code. And
It
he's not a
is a
bad looking
fucking
dude
cheat code.
either, right? So he's got like, and you know, he's got popularity behind him. He pulls out. He's like, yeah, I got 1 million on Twitter. What?
Yeah, you gotta press your advantages. I'm not gonna laugh. You gotta press your advantages. Like when we went to Greenlight, the guy was like, "Yo, what's good, APG?" Because they noticed us from the like weekend before, and I think they just knew who Optic was.
Yeah, they know about it.
I was like, "Oh
They had
shit!"
the OG logo up there. You saw that?
And I was like,
Fucking-
"Shit, we got
they-
some motion."
They put some picture of me on like a boat.
So
up
good.
There.
That show's good.
I was
love
like,
that
who the?
shit.
My friend Isaiah did all that. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. But yeah, it was a good night.
Had a good little section right next to the DJ.
It was a good night. Everyone, I like to think everyone had fun. Went back to my apartment for a little bit. Everyone was just fucking hammered. And it kind of like, maybe I wasn't drunk enough at that point, but I was drunk. But there's something about me to where I can just drink so much and like still be conscious. Like everyone else will have like 8 drinks. I'll have like 16 and no one even knows. But it's just like, I don't know, man. I can just drink so much.
I used to
and
be
still
like that with
I was
rum and
getting-
cokes.
I was getting stressed out with all these people at my apartment, loud as fuck, no respect, girls falling in the hallways and shit, like
that what
running
happened?
into wall. Yeah,
It was
just to
full.
get everyone up there, and then
That's crazy.
It was chill though. It was a fun night, fun weekend. I think the next day, I was irresponsible. First off, I had no idea Shopify and Optic were playing in that Open Cup.
I didn't know until like I started watching.
Like I was, like in my head, I was like, who gives a fuck? I'll skip Saturday. I'm so hungover. Like,
They didn't stream Saturday. Like nobody on Optic streamed Saturday. So it didn't.
but I didn't even know they were playing in it. So I thought it'd just be another boring cup. But
Yeah.
They played in the or they streamed a little bit on Sunday. Like I woke up.
Let's hope I
and
can do this. Let's hope I have mana. I was conservative. Just gotta not die now.
At 2, and I watched the game 5 in the winners bracket.
why was your stream on for 20 hours? Did you fall asleep on stream?
No. I streamed for 10 hours, like from like 10 or like 9 to 6 a.m. And then I had like 700 viewers and I had drops. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep this on. And then
Oh.
LBT shit, just
Yeah.
keep it on.
I was like, I'm gonna keep this
No.
on. And I'll see you guys in the morning when I wake up.
Dude.
Get the drops because I'm gonna get my bread.
This boss is really not that hard, man.
I didn't do anything wrong. I woke up with like 250. So I was like, all right, bet.
So what were they watching?
I just put on the broadcast from the matches.
The
before.
rebroadcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, smart.
That the LBT, the people that be streaming it, they be doing the same
It
thing.
doesn't even seem like it's
Telling
working.
people to do this since fucking the Scuff House. Since it's fucking 60-50, actually. Just rerun the broadcast.
Yeah, because when you do or when they do tournaments, they have something called drops, and it attracts a lot of people to your stream, and they have to sit in your stream for a certain amount of time. I think it might be like an hour or 2 hours or something like that to get the drop, and it might be item or skin or.
I'm getting humbled by fucking Doriani, one of the easiest bosses in the game.
Can get it. So a lot of people just come
Holy
and
man.
just, like follow you, everything, and it's a good way to get growth. So I just kept it on for that long, and then I woke up, streamed for like 7 more hours, and I hit it like 27 or
I
something.
gotta just fix my
26,
mana
then I
problem and
turned
I'd be
it off.
fine,
Took it off,
probably.
Good stream.
Yeah.
Good 27-hour stream. Well, there was a Halo event. Optic did end up clutching up 50-49, Game 7. Renegade with an insane play. We can watch that in a second. Actually, we can watch it right now.
It's
I was
insane.
trying to like go down the list here, but
to do this in this type of moment is
Yeah,
absolutely
that's what I'm saying.
insane.
Motherfuckers will do this when it's like 10
Custom
to
game.
5.
Yeah.
007 with
Random aids.
Custom game by yourself, just practicing jumps, but to do it in this moment is because
Look, Renegade comes in here, one shot. Like, he should for sure be dead.
yes, and they jump out
He
to
jumps
kill him.
out, lands low, hops back up.
What
Like,
the
people don't even
fuck?
understand what he did.
There's another.
Here, go back and, like, pause it as he's jumping off.
There's another.
Because people
view.
don't even understand what he's doing.
There's another view, Riley. I don't know who tweeted it, but there's another view from his point of view in custom game because you can go and observe these games like anybody can. If you
Here,
just add them
pause
to
it,
the
like,
friends
around here. Pause it. So what he's doing, like, he knows they're gonna wrap here and kill him.
Yeah.
He drops, like, obviously you see the ledge. Like, you can drop down a little bit so they can't see you see you at all. And
There's
like,
a
no
ledge
one
there?
used
Yeah,
to do
there's
this.
a ledge.
There's a ledge like underneath the ledge. It's not a ledge. It's just like a glitch spot.
Yeah.
No, it's a ledge. It's like a ledge on the wall. Like
I mean, did they put it there on
I mean,
purpose?
that goes out a little bit.
Fuck, that hurt.
it's like underneath, like towards the like repulse or the quantum spawn, like where you see it right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Like you can jump on the ledge. People do it with the odd ball sometimes, and
Holy fuck.
and you just hold the ball there, and you can just jump up and down and just keep getting time. And there's a spot like that on recharge too, where like it's in the back by silo in the water, where you can just jump up and down and get time.
I
but
just
it's
don't
really
see
good.
people doing this shit in like especially crucial situations.
No, come on.
People
They go
don't
to kill him. You can just play it.
People usually don't do this and then jump back off.
Drops down
Frozen?
so they can't get him.
Holy,
and then
that
drops
cold
back up,
damage is-
lands the
it's
ledge,
hard.
gets the kill. I was like, oh my god.
So now it's 46,
And I'm out of
47.
it.
If he
Oh.
doesn't make that jump, they get the kill because he's one shot.
Yeah.
If he's full shields,
Oh.
like Optic loses a point because he just commits suicide.
Well, it's also Cycle might get a kill there if Renegade's not there to like help with the kill. Like it could have that. I would say won them the game.
Jeez.
We were also up like 43 to 40. So I mean, but they did have sniper. It's hard to win. But I was like, fuck, is this gonna be another Optics cursed and Slayers? But Renegade made a fucking play.
They improved in their Slayers, especially in this series, because beforehand, like
Come on, not the cold damage. Oh my.
Like you see the ledge right there.
He timed it so perfectly.
Oh,
Insane play.
fuck.
Insane play.
Like perfect.
Wow.
Telling
That's
you, he's done
wild.
Something different this season.
Dude.
This
So
season,
good.
This game is so dumb,
absolutely
though.
insane play from John. Like literally, and they.
If I just took off my amulet, it'd
It's
probably be
absolutely
fucking fine.
insane. Like I think Collect pushed A plat when it was like 49-49, and he kept challenging somebody in A. It wasn't on stream. Somebody had to go back and watch it in theater. But Collect kept on challenging, but they literally just kill him easily. Like it wasn't like I think it was Bound that just outshot him. But then somebody was flanking from Big Door on 007 and got the kill on Bound right after. So it was a great play from Bound to just keep on challenging. But it was a bad play from K, honestly, because he overextended and he could have backed up. He had a lot of
He
opportunities.
thought it was
to
his
back up.
time.
Yeah, he thought he was going to be able to just get the 5 and then keep it moving. But great plays from Optic. Great plays. I think their Slayers has improved tremendously too. I think they still have a little bit of work to do. I think they'd say the same. In winners bracket, they lost to the same team in Game 5, Street Slayer, and they were doing pretty well up until I'd say maybe like the 35 kill mark. It was about like tied or they were down by 2. They were making a push Cafe, Matt and Bound, or Formula and Bound. I'm trying to use game tags instead of names. So Matt throws a nade in Cafe and sticks Bound, and since nobody shot Bound, they lose a point, and then Matt goes and challenge. Like he has to challenge the people top A by himself, and then he just gets double teamed, and then that's when they kind of lost control because they got 4 dead, and then they just kind of went back and forth, just running the spawns.
I need to fix my mana problem, dude.
Lost at Game 5, but in the finals, since they came from losers bracket, they beat 007, and this is basically Shopify minus World 2 plus Collect, and they just like to use this team name. But they lost, or they won Game 5 in the first series, Solitude Slayer, and I think they got a stake. It was like 50 to 30. Great plays from them. Like it was
Wait, Optic won in winners?
losers or the finals, the first series.
Come on.
Like since they came from losers bracket before the reset.
Optic came from losers.
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't see.
Yeah. So they won Solitude Slayer. John had a crazy game. I think he went like
Jesus,
19 and 7 in the Game 5. He went crazy. He went absolutely crazy. I'm pretty sure it was something like that. At least a plus 10. And then
His elemental damage literally does nothing now.
As well, 55
That's
4-9.
so funny.
Their Slayers are improving. They did lose game 2 Slayer, Aquarius, but they won the objectives and they're improving slowly but surely. So it's a good, very, very good showing from them, especially since they haven't been practicing.
No clue what the fuck Optic was doing, bro. Absolute clown fest, says the Saint.
Absolute clown fest. Bro, what? Someone tweeted me with some bullshit.
People just be haters, bro. People are hating so bad.
We had I don't know if you've seen it, Hex, but we did a flycast with Hook.
Yeah.
And
Haven't watched it yet.
I didn't think it was my best flycast. Like sometimes you have a podcast and you're just like, damn, I wasn't like that good.
I wasn't on. Yeah.
I wasn't on. That's basically how I felt. But I was like trying. And someone was like, God, Hitch and Maniac just taking advantage of Hook's like humbleness and his kindness and just talking over and like treating him like shit or like just something insane like that. And he was like, you guys need to do better. And I was like, that just pissed me off. Because like, first off, we love Hook. First off, we respect the fact that he is as humble and as nice as he is. We would never, ever want to make him feel uncomfortable.
So why are you defending yourself?
Well, I'm just talking about dumb shit that I see. Like, you see that in the chat. Like, if someone was like, Maniac was talking over Hook a lot, or Maniac seemed off, he was talking over Hook a lot, and I don't know, it seemed like he didn't want to be there,
So
or
that's
something
cool,
like that.
but when they add the negative, like you're taking advantage or you're picking on someone, that's different.
Different.
Nah, I agree.
But when it's like some criticism of like you could have did this better, or you were talking over Hook a lot, or something like that, I can be like, yeah, okay, I get it. Like I'm not claiming to be the best podcaster. I really do try to be a good one, but it is kind of hard to host, man. I mean, I don't know. I feel like some people have it naturally, but it is. Yeah, that's where I was going with that to you. But yeah, I don't know. People just be saying dumb shit. Like if there is some criticism, sure, there's some criticism to look at and improve on. But
you want me to tell you what I told Shotzi when he was, he's like, yo, I'm like, hey man, I was watching your intros. You gotta be good at doing intros, man. It's like
All I had to do was take that amulet off.
Like a creator. And he's like, I was like, yeah, just practice your routine. I was like, what's going on? Welcome to another fucking game chat, blah, blah. Just practice it over and over. It's part of your skill set. You have to be good at it. And then he fucking did it.
I mean, Shotzi's good.
Yeah, but at first, go look at him first. Go look at him first. Like,
Funny game, man.
Their first like game chats.
Yeah, and I told him, like, I'm like, yo, you gotta lead this thing, man. Like, you just
Yeah, welcome back.
But when you position it to him, like his brain is like, I gotta be good at this too. He like became good at it.
Yeah.
So you have to plug it in.
Right.
Like be good at this too.
You got to be conscious about becoming better at it.
Yeah.
Shotzi is good. Shotzi's always good on fucking flycasts, game chats. Like, I mean, but also the COD team's just kind of. I don't think people give Dashy enough credit about how good he kind of can be on camera.
Yeah.
I don't watch all their shit. But I know sometimes Dashy would pull up, he's tired, and he's not, almost like on some like formal shit. Like he kind of decides when he wants to try. But I feel like lately, or like this year, Dashy's been fucking hilarious.
He's been great, bro.
And just like in everything he's done.
YouTube content too.
That the around the bar he did with Hitch, like
he's good.
But yeah, I guess that the negative comments, yeah, it was like a whole, I think someone posted in the Twitter green wall community, and then someone else was like, yeah, I agree.
What?
And then but then everyone else was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then they just all start jumping on him.
Jump him.
Deleted his shit.
Yo, hit that Pistola moment. What is that? What is it? You know I love me some Pistola.
Renegade makes the
survival place in history. The Renegade and this one.
Wait, what did Ola do?
It's got to be the first event, yeah. Raleigh.
Ola Cadabra.
Cadabra. What does that mean?
It's like abracadabra.
Yeah.
See, that is an
Where's this leading you to?
That is an Ola play. Anyone else would have tried to like jump once and then slide out.
I think we win this game. Yeah, this is winner's bracket. Or no, we lose this.
Yeah, that was that type of shit Ola would hit you with in reach. Lucid trippy APG.
Wait, let me see this again.
What the hell?
We win this game, but we lose game 5.
Damn, Ola 0 ball time. Oh. So yeah, speaking of Halo, we had, I I mean, you can talk about
Legend.
you can talk about Legacy, or we can talk about all of Legacy Week if we want. Did a little Halo 3 throwback. It was funny when they were picking teams. I did not think that was going to be the teams that were picked, but it ended up being the literal optic Halo team.
Why did you guys split them up?
Wait, let me see
That's what
mine.
it
0.89.
I had a bad game for
APG also was playing on 60 hertz.
Yeah.
And Matt Craig didn't let him switch.
That was very hard. It was very hard. I was doing my best, and I was on host too, but I'm okay with host. But it was like boundary maps were like the most difficult. Plus the spawns were mad fucking weird.
Plus, where the fuck's the assists at? Because I feel like if there were assists here, like shit would make a little more sense. Like
That's true.
motherfuckers are just looking at KDs.
Assists would be different because I saw
Oh
the
shit, is
stats
he
too.
about to pull up assists and it's not going to help my case at all?
People would just be roasting me like APG
There it is.
wash. Oh my god.
Nah, I mean, it's just tough playing against people who constantly play Halo every single day, controller in hands, their thumbs are warm, their hands are
Call of
warm.
Duty, same thing.
I hop back on, and I'm
doing well,
playing,
though.
against these guys. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, just give,
I heard it
give
was.
me a
I heard it was
day
really
and
close.
I'm-
One of the matches.
It was all they were all close.
all
to
the
be
games
honest.
were pretty close.
Hey.
We choked.
The
Flag,
oddball
man.
was close as
Holy.
hell. The oddball was close as hell. What happened?
Oddball, we should have won.
Yeah, like they like.
Wait,
how-
so who was it? Who was it on your team? You two?
Me, Shotzi,
and
who?
Hook?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a good team.
The oddball was close, and then the flag game went to OT, and then we had to play like a reset, and it was just a full re, and we lost that one like by 1 cap, I think. And then the Slayer, we lost by like 1 kill. We lost the Slayer by 1 kill when I think about it.
So what you're saying is that this four-man team could be current teams in the league,
If
In
me,
Halo 3,
or whatever. Yeah,
what are you saying? If me, APG, Shotzi, and Hook played Halo Infinite,
yeah.
I think we'd be
we'd
pretty
be
good.
pretty good. Yeah. I
But I
don't think Nick gives himself enough credit because especially Halo 3 is like riding a bike. Like I told Nick that like we came in a little bit early, we were warming up, and I was like, yo,
Barely, but
no, we warmed up a little bit, but it was like it was perfectly like you were doing perfectly fine.
But like I'm sitting there thinking about my dead zones. I didn't like the dead zones I was playing with.
It's easier in this game to figure out your settings because there's not as many. It's just like 2 dead zones.
But it is kind of funny like how shit comes back. Like there were just certain plays after the series where I'm just like, fuck, I should have like if I just would have did this and like the Guardian ball, it just like it brought back a feeling that I haven't had in so long of just like you're not gonna win every fight if someone forces shit out of you, or like you might get turned on, eat a nade. Like those aren't really what I would think about. It's just like certain little plays of like, fuck, I had overshield, my entire team was pushing this side, why did I go here instead of just like following up with them? Or on Guardian ball, why didn't I just play the ball because they ended up getting time off that? Or just certain little plays that I remember always used to stick with me back then, like stuck with me after this match. And obviously it's all for fun and no one really gives a fuck, but it was fun to play. I like that the teams were that because I don't know, it's just going against, basically the best team in Halo right now versus 4 retired Halo ex-Halo pros.
Yeah.
So it's just like, can we keep up with them? And I know they weren't the biggest Halo 3 players, but it's like,
they were doing good.
yeah.
They were doing good for not playing, especially Sabri. Sabri was
Yeah,
nasty.
Sabri.
Did he never play Halo 3?
I think so. Or
He's had to.
I think everybody's
Everyone's played Halo 3.
maybe not like competitively or a lot, but everybody's played Halo 3 at some point in their life,
Yeah.
whether it's MCC from 2019 on, or excuse me, 2015 on, or back in the day in 2010 Halo 3 or 2008.
I was just thinking like
That thing is so
sometimes I
gross,
wasn't gonna be able
holy.
to hang. Even like with some like on Guardian Ball when I
Thing's
was
not
being able to
bad.
elbow and they would like kill you guys at snipe. I'm like, fuck, what do I do in this situation? Do I just throw it off and try to slay? Do I go green and try to like jump
Go
on
to
the outside
camo
ledge,
ledge,
like can't
like
lift
rotate it.
And I'd be forgetting that shit. And I'm like, Shotzi's like, lift it, and I'm like, fuck, I died. He's like, nah, don't worry about it. But in my head, I'm like, fuck, he's right. I should have lifted it.
Nah, it was a lot of fun, especially like just those matches, like being close and having to like when you get into a close match in Halo, like you're just trying your ass off. You're not thinking about the moment, you're just thinking about the next play. And that was like a lot of fun. Like our comms, everything. Like we came out swinging too. We won game 1
3-0.
Pit.
Damn.
We won the Narrows flag game too, the last one. So that was like the last game we played, so we win the series basically.
Yeah, we won. What was your favorite game to watch for the Call of Duty side? What do we have? Let's start from the list. What do we have? We had Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3,
Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and then
AW.
yeah, and then we ended it.
AW,
Yeah, Advanced Warfare was my favorite for sure. Like not even
and then
a
what
question.
else? And BO4.
Yeah, BO4, the legacy. I mean, it was nice to see our current boys take out the old men of Optic, dynasty men, the dynasty men.
I feel like it was closer than I thought it'd be.
Yeah,
I thought our dynasty
What?
team was gonna get fucking destroyed.
why we won? I mean, they've won 0-2 before. I mean, they're up 2-0. This is the first. They're 2-1 now.
Yeah,
really?
but like it's always it'll be on like Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3, these motherfuckers played.
Dude, I'm about to throw a 25K fucking Call of Duty 4 tournament.
What was the all right? So they beat him in Black Ops 2, and what was the other COD Dynasty beat him in?
Black Ops 3?
No, that's the one they just lost in. Riley, you should know, COD nerd. Black Ops 2 was last year, I think.
Not Black Ops 3.
It may have
I
been.
think it was an old one.
I don't fucking remember.
MW2 or something.
It might be MW2, I feel like.
I don't remember. I do. I mean, I think that these are all trial and errors, and I know that everybody was like gassing up the fact that we're keeping sort of like the interest in Call of Duty even after the season, and people are like, Optic's the only people that can do that because they have so many. Like, none of that is accidental, right? Like we're going out of our way to be deliberate and to be like everything that we do is not accidental, right? Like we don't have these legacy players, out there just like, you know what I'm saying? That's not an accident that we're able to pull all this thing together because of the people that we have here. And the very reason why we have the people here is to be able to have the freedom to do that sort of shit. So I like all of it. I think that I would have done maybe 3 days instead of a full 5-day week. Maybe even 4. 4 would have been cool.
Did you feel like by day 5, people were just wanting to get out of there?
I don't know. I don't know if it was that plus the fact that like, man, we're about to go. And this is gonna be like a little bit too much of a serious match. But I heard that Seth wanted to continue to play after hours and shit. Like, if
That's
he wanted to have a fucking
that's
LAN party.
I
And
know
shit.
it. Form was like, I unplugged my controller. I think I heard it on the comms.
Yeah.
Of Seth saying something like that. Form was like, I unplugged my controller. I'm out of here.
And you know how Seth is, right? Especially if he takes a loss, he'd be like, no, let's play again. Let's play again. Let's play again.
That's exactly what he did.
Actually, I won the 1v1
That was
tournament.
funny as fuck.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite game to, I guess, rewatch again? Or was it the
No, Advanced Warfare.
Dynasty?
Yeah,
the
Advanced
AW,
Warfare,
right?
yeah, AW for sure. Yeah, because I don't think like 8W was obviously the first time that verticality happened for Call of Duty, so it was like such a change.
And this
that
area is
it made
massive.
an impact. It was almost as impactful as when Modern Warfare 2 came out with like the nuke, right? Like that shit changed the game because it was like this element. They had this like this one thing that everybody wanted to achieve.
I still haven't. You haven't got one either, huh?
I never played pubs at all. I only strictly played game battles.
S&D playlist.
What was your rank in GB?
I don't fucking remember, but it was not great. It was not great.
He was playing with trash, you know.
No, well, no, it's not even that. I was just playing with Hutch, who's an unserious person when it comes to Call of Duty. Motherfucker was using thumbs up reticles, fucking spiderweb reticles.
Oh, he's like the Hitch of Umu.
Yeah, worse.
Who would get mad?
Me.
Was your Umu squad you, Hutch, Diesel, Fwiz?
Yeah.
Was that like that's Umu?
Yeah,
That was Umu?
at some point it was Jay, but then Fwiz. It was always like an alternate between Fwiz and Jay.
So I was gonna say, who would get the most mad and like action? Who would be trying to win and just get like pissed?
Me. Diesel would be the one that got mad the most because he's actually like, above average and good, and he'd more than likely carry. But yeah, and then Hutch would be like, "Look at the fucking stats, bro. I have way more better." And I'm like, "What? You're fucking camping, dude."
What about Fwiz?
Fwiz is good.
I hear there's
Once Fwiz raises his eyebrows and tucks his chin in, game over.
that he's locked in.
Yeah.
I hear so much like aura about Fwiz, but I feel like I've definitely met him a time or two, and it's always just like we know of each other.
Yeah.
But I hear so much of Fwiz since joining Optic. I've just heard his name so much, but there's just so much aura around his name. Oh, he's the fucking man.
Yeah.
And he's doing this in life, and he's, I miss the whole Fwiz. What? the fuck?
Look at me.
I'm pretty sure I've gone everywhere but where I've needed to go, which is insane.
That is unserious.
And then
And
they're
we're
just,
losing,
and then they're just
dude.
diffusing.
And we're losing.
Oh my god, that was for the game.
It's like throw the nade.
Wait,
man.
play that again. Play that again. Let me see that one more time.
Oh, we're playing with a guy here.
Dude.
He backed up a little bit. He might have been able to get it.
Oh my god.
That is an unserious play. That's funny.
Yeah.
Need to bring something unserious.
So
back.
Fwiz obviously like has done incredible things in his life. He spoke in front of the Senate,
Really?
on some crypto shit. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like that's my one of my literal day ones. He's the first person that I ever met at an MLG event. Him, and then I met Sonny like months later, or like 2-3 events later.
1 second, I'll be right back.
But yeah, it's he is a legend. When he moved out to LA to work at Machinima, he brought his own fucking hustle to it, man. Ohio boy, dude. How many Ohio dudes are there? Shibby, fucking Puckett, the Ogre Twins, Fwiz, Adam Apicella.
There's a lot.
Ohio. Did Ohio
This
start
right here?
esports?
Yeah, basically.
yeah.
Columbus.
Pretty much, I would say for console for sure. That's the first picture we ever took together.
When was that? What year?
2010. Just yeah.
Now he's married, kids.
Now he's married. Third on the way.
A third kid on the way.
Yeah. Handsome boys too.
Shit, man.
Fucking aspiring chef. This was when he was coaching, and then he became our team manager. And then he went to Machinima, became like a VP there, and then he went to go become a VP. No, he left Machinima, became a VP at MLG, launched the MLG live shit, or helped live that. From there, he got a job at YouTube, right? With a very stellar resume, but because he obviously, because of the VP status and his hustle, he was able to become the head of the global head of gaming at a small startup called Google for YouTube.
That place.
Yeah. And then from there he went on his crypto run, and now he lives in a fucking baller ass crib.
Hey man, shout out to
the way to
Fwiz.
do it.
He made it from GB ref.
Yeah, same here.
Kind of curious. I have some soul cores. Are any of these good?
Gamers ref.
Scroll up, Riley. There was something I
Cause
wanted to say.
bleeding.
Oh.
I want to ask you, who was the first person you met at an event?
First person I met at an event that I would like. First person I met at an event. Oh my god, my memory's so bad for this. I mean, like besides the teammates I was teaming with.
Not a whole lot of soul cores for once.
Will Talent was first.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't
He
expect
went by Contra for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
met-
after.
yeah,
Bro, did you see that video of me and okay, that picture that I took with Fwiz right
Demon
there?
D though, really.
The picture that I took with Fwiz that I said that's the first picture we ever had together.
Damn, that's a nice
the same one when I caught you
emulator right there.
as I was, filling up some Halo seeds.
Oh yeah.
Ain't that fucking nuts?
Yeah,
That
and
is crazy.
BTH was on main stage
Bro,
or whatever.
that's so nuts, bro.
Yeah.
2010? Was I on the team? Was it
Yeah,
Jordan?
you were right next to him. Yeah, you were right next to him.
That's crazy.
You were
That's
heavier.
crazy.
That
I was.
Yeah, you were heavier, but I was like, I saw it, bro. Just think about that shit. Like, how many years from there until you came on to the team? Right, to 3 years.
Wow,
after
why does
that?
my spirit change?
Well, what year did you say?
Oh,
That was
it's giving me
2010.
more
So
spirit, that's
5
why.
years later.
5 years later, you get to the house, and then now look at all the fucking history that we
Yeah,
have.
it's crazy, man.
It's so fucking nuts. When I saw that, I'm like, oh
I'll
my
do that. That way my
God.
reses
Like,
are still
mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
still good.
Literal mind-blowing
I
to me.
wish there was more like.
I think I get both my
footage
ascendancy
from back
points
then.
too when I do this.
Dude, I have this fucking air time machine from Apple that has like all old school footage, but I cannot access it because I don't know my iTunes password from back then. So if any Apple people out there want to fucking jailbreak into it, it's mine. I've had it forever. I can prove that it's mine by opening one. Like you can open one file and you see my fucking face everywhere.
Somebody out there is gonna help you.
I hope so, man. I hope so, because that would unlock not just
God, that would have been
some
so
like
fun to
legit
like.
old school gaming shit.
Something's wrong. That was
Especially
weird.
All these teams now,
Mhm.
they're just gonna see all.
I can't
their
like
the
attack him
footage
right there.
from 20 years.
It's bugged out.
God, it'd be so cool to go back to like 2007.
Maybe they were evasive.
2009 and just have BTH had a cameraman, and like
Yeah.
just us in the hotel walking after a match. We won, we lost, whatever.
See, but that's the thing. Like, we didn't have a
so
cameraman.
cool.
I was the cameraman.
I know you were ahead of your time.
You were very ahead of the time.
Speaking ahead of their time, I want to know your opinion, and I'm sure you've talked about it a lot. I mean, Merc going 4-0 across all legacy week matches. I mean, obviously it's not
Yes.
Worlds and EW. What is it? East
EWC.
EWC. Obviously they mean a little more, but it's just this motherfucker's on a winning tear. Anywhere he's placed, he's winning.
Generational.
Are you how do I put this? How happy are you that we got this little fucker?
Well, one
Respectfully.
particularly even happier because I had I had influence in the roster. Not that I don't know how to explain this to people, right? I'm obviously involved in every single decision that happened in Optic, but I feel like in this occasion, the same as when I stepped in to tell them that we were bringing back Brucey because Seth was leaving. I feel the same way here because like we were in a shit spot. They didn't want to make a fucking change. And you know, after consulting with everyone, I was like, man, you know, because Zinni was right here, and he's like, you know, we got to get Mercules right after Toronto, and I was like, I mean, obviously at that point, everybody was saying that we should get Mercules.
Your mana's rough.
But I had to, dude.
Mana's getting really rough on this build. And I don't know why.
What I'm saying that I had to.
I have so much int.
I don't know. I'm just really happy that the kid's here because everything that's happening right now is 3 months old.
That's insane.
3 months old.
That's insane.
Everything good that's happened in the last 3 months happened because, you know,
He's
That's
only
the
going to
kid.
continue getting better too. Like he's so young, he's just soaking up more and more game. Just gonna like, especially playing these old CODs, just especially and against the dynasty, he's just learning so much. Because I think even going back and playing older games, it kind of helps you going forward because you learn the fundamentals and just the foundation of the title.
Yeah.
So Mercules is only like next game he's gonna go absolutely
Dude,
insane.
I'm gonna put a fucking scenario in front of you, all right? He hasn't been to like obviously we went to where do we Kitchener? Like Kitchener didn't have that many people there, right? So no, he hasn't had a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going? Like
You're a whale.
he hasn't been
Give me a
to
whale.
his own fucking major.
Oh, that's
He's
true.
never played on
This is bad. No
He
well.
has not played at his major. He hasn't been mobbed. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't been mobbed. Remember the first time that you went to an event with us, MLG? It was fucking New Orleans. Remember?
Yeah.
Then we got there and then we got into like the VIP area and then all I remember is like this is the first time that you showed up. You've been making videos for Optic now for like a couple of months and then I look over and you're just like sitting there like with your arms crossed, white pants, and just people around you trying to get their pictures with you.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah. No,
great feeling.
it's definitely definitely never. I mean, maybe rarely would happen, like back in the MOG days and stuff. But like once I joined Optic, streamed a little bit, making some YouTube videos. I'm in other people's content. Then you start
Oh,
showing
God.
up to events, and even still back then, it seemed like
I ripped my
it was just
mana.
Optic fans showing up.
But that's the problem with the current state of affairs. Talent like his is out there still in challenge being fucking wasted. And I'm not saying that and I talked about this yesterday on the Pine Park After Dark, but like it should be open to fucking everyone. Like I hate the fact that there might be somebody out there with the same sort of mentality that I had in my day and is not going to be able to have a shot to do what I was able to do with my people around me. As not as easy because obviously it was very hard to do what we did, but like man, like there's somebody out there right now that has like all the opportunity in the world to become like fucking to bring something new to the table, but they can't because it's walled off. Only 12 teams can fucking play. Why?
Yeah.
Why? We have talent down there. We got to utilize everything. We got to throw everything at this
There'd
thing.
be so many upsets if challengers could compete. Like if they just took like
the bottom teams.
I mean, could even just do like the top 8 from challengers, or even like top 16 from challengers, and then play against
Like a relegation.
There's no
Yeah.
reason. There's no reason.
Like there
gonna,
would be upsets.
I'm gonna keep fighting, man. I'm gonna keep fighting until this thing does what it needs to do because it's not even about like we should not be walling shit off. Like we should throw everything that we can at this thing right? Like, think about the amount of Halo professionals, right? All
I
the
got
Halo
this shit,
pros that
right?
are not gonna have anything to do. What's to say that those the 4 people on Shopify, like fucking Braden and what's Braden on?
Braden, you mean?
Yeah,
Sellers?
Some good amount of chaos, Rez.
Brad.
Yeah, so Brad's on SSG and his team decide to play Call of Duty, and then they start upsetting people. You know what I'm saying? Now SSG has like a fucking bump in fandom and a bump in viewership, and like bam, like we need three teams that draw the crowds that we do, FaZe, Thieves, us. Like we need everybody to do that, man, and we need to throw as many things at this thing as possible, and to have talented people like Mercules down there not being able to show themselves to the world. Mamba, Craze, like we saw what happened in WC,
That's
man.
true. Very true. I feel like the challengers players, like if they did a relegation, because back in the day in Halo when they did the Pro League, there was 8 teams in the league. If you were top 4, you went to the finals. If you were 5th
You
and
have
6th,
no
you went to the
mana,
first
dude.
round. If you were 7th and 8th, you had to go to relegation at the finals and play
It's
against
so
the top
bad.
2 AM teams. I feel like if they had the same thing in COD, the relegation, the AM teams would probably take out the bottom pro teams, like the bottom 2.
Maybe it'd at least be interesting to see. It'd be an interesting watch. It would give hype to a match that people. No one gives a fuck about the 7th, 8th teams, what they're placing, how their matches are going. But you bring in the challengers, that's like a whole. It brings the hype of them battling for like fucking finals, basically. I remember when the Optic Halo team was in that shit situation with our shit team.
Yeah.
Like it was like an online relegation match, last chance qualifier. Flamesword had like 28,000 people watching just to like try to see us make it.
But we went to the actual tournament too.
And in the actual tournament as well.
But we made it through. But that's why, like, and those AM teams were good. Like, we weren't even expected to win, but we did, and we pulled it out. That was like crazy Fathom plays that you had, like it was like a couple replays, and then you made that crazy Spartan charge play and got the
assassination.
Yeah.
Good time. Some good times on Halo 5. Not a lot, but
Assassination.
How come I don't get more?
Education, the world
Fuck.
taxation.
This sucks.
who you been listening to lately?
Dude,
Who's
Mob Deep.
on the way over here?
Mob Deep, dude. I've been on a Mob Deep
That's what I
kick.
like to hear.
And I was thinking about I listened to Shook One's Part 2. I listened to Shook One's the album, and then Hell on Earth. And I was thinking, I'm like, man, it's crazy that only like you listen to Mob Deep?
Me? Yeah.
Of
course.
But like
No, he's fake.
bro,
No, I'm not.
like I think about Mercules, who listens to like all that drill shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, he should listen to some. I mean, that's gangster rap, right? But like some old, like fucking some Bone Thugs and Harmony and shit, you know?
I don't know if he'd like it.
Yeah, too fast for him?
That's just different now. I think we're like past the time of kids being
Impressed by fucking great
impressed
lyricism and
by-
message.
like Mob Deep and shit.
I
It's
saw.
just
Do you know
moved
what I
on.
saw? Accidentally, mind you, the double XL freshman fucking thing where.
Oh, I gotta use a desert map. That's why.
That's like the 2016 one.
The 26.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
just
like an
Little
old one.
Dicky and then like 4 other.
I forgot.
dudes, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the ciphers.
Like if I
They
battled,
got worse and worse.
bro. Oh my
over the
god, I
years.
could not
Just 'cause-
believe it.
It's because rap has moved on to like, not to say moved on, but the large majority of people that listen nowadays, like the youth, they like the production, like the
look.
the look, the different types of ways you can change your voice to basically be like an instrument. Like just so much. Like the young people, they don't want they don't want a lot of lyricism. Like there's obviously a lot of people that do appreciate it still. Like, but majority of the young people nowadays, they like the people that they're listening to, underground artists. They're like, there's not a lot of lyricism. There's not a lot.
It's insane to me.
I don't even know how I was listening to Mob Deep.
Well, you're East Coast.
That's what you
Yeah,
grew
but
up
like
on.
I was.
When we were younger, that's
but
like the
I
type
was the
of music
only
we
one in
listened to.
my area listening to that. Like no
Yeah.
one in Hagerstown was listening to Mob Deep.
Well, I mean, you don't
But
know.
like
that,
I'd watch like battle rap.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
was watching Ilmac and Thesaurus and all them Scribble Jams, and it's like
Whoa.
none of
Now
my
you're talking my
friends.
language with Scribble Jams.
None of my friends were listening to
I
that shit.
painted
But like
at 2
Mob Deep,
Scribble
obviously
Jams.
Biggie,
I saw
Tupac.
Ilmac win.
So who was the top 3 artists that you guys grew up on?
Wu Tang, Mob Deep, and Bone Thugs for me.
That's good. Good top 3.
That I
Oh.
grew up on, or was that was actually.
Like who you would go into the
Actually-
store and buy and see.
You're getting
this from.
distracted, bro. This game is
See, that
insane.
would be like, I mean, Mobb Deep was one of them.
I
but
love,
would have
hate
to
it.
Say like Nelly, Eminem,
Nothing.
What's wrong?
No.
Let's say
No,
what's
I
wrong.
got
No.
some-
Nelly, Eminem,
Goat.
Ludacris.
Yeah.
But then obviously 50 Cent. But then I think after that is when I got into like some Rakims,
Yeah.
the Mobb Deeps,
Yeah.
the
Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest, Cool G Raps.
Yeah.
You're missing one. I'm waiting for you to say
What,
it.
Biggie?
Nah.
Oh.
He knows what I'm saying. Like I'm waiting for him to
I'm
say
missing one.
one. Yeah.
Oh, I said Eminem.
Don't say LL Cool J.
Nah.
You got
Like
three-
some older.
You
Lil
know,
Wayne?
No, you no.
Drake?
No, come on. You gotta
Drake.
think. You
Come
gotta
on, man.
think.
Why
Some
do you
older
bring
shit?
him up
Alright.
into this thing?
'Cause
Wait, some older
when I
shit?
when I tell him, he's gonna be like, ah.
Wait, so Mobb Deep.
Paperboy?
Like I'd say 20.
Now here we go from the
2010.
top. Second
2010.
verse of the same
Oh,
song.
from 2010?
Yeah, like 2010ish.
Oh,
Like
shit.
2009, 2010ish.
And it's
I don't
not
know.
Drake or Lil Wayne.
No.
Bryson. It's not Bryson Tiller.
Hey, what the fuck? Is he a YouTuber?
No. When I say it, he's gonna be like, ah.
2010.
And there's a reason
And
why. he's
Mac
like,
Miller?
And we were like listening to him at an event.
No, but I listened to him too. They were in a group.
They were in a group. ASAP?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just
Don't
a
say
lot.
Kanye.
Just a law?
Yeah.
Oh my
See, I
god, that
told
was
you.
my gamer tag.
You see, that's why.
I wish
That's
we
why.
could play some. Could we play some just? You
Nah.
don't know
No, we
anything
can't
about
play
just
it.
a
I
law.
don't think we can play that on
Nah,
stream. I don't think we can play
nah,
that.
Just a lot.
We get demonetized
Do you
real
know who? Have you heard of like Army of the Pharaohs?
That's the group.
Yes.
That's the group.
Dude.
And who else? Or like some
Vinny Paz.
Vinny Paz, like some Philadelphia like
Philadelphia
hardcore.
Half-Life. Fucking The Roots, man.
My favorite song by
Black
them
Thought?
is Seven.
Yeah, Black Thought as well.
Like,
Damn, I forgot about them.
yeah. So
Nah, see, this is the thing, man. Like, where this society is, it makes sense that kids nowadays don't want to listen to the intricacy of the wordplay because it's too smart for their mush fucking TikTok
Brain rot
fucking brains.
brains.
They just want to hear that underwater mumble fucking rap where they say the same shit twice.
Well, also
like
songs have
saying
gotten-
the same shit twice.
songs have gotten shorter too. Like people
No.
make because people make like
1.5
minute and a
to
half-
2.5
yeah
minutes.
because people's attention span like they don't want to listen to longer
Bro,
songs.
Hell
I'm
on
being
Earth.
honest.
Hell on Earth has 2 songs with Raekwon. And Raekwon and Mobb Deep were such a fucking combo. Raekwon and Mobb Deep was such a combo, bro. Oh my god, you guys don't know.
I'm still waiting for your video, and we can cut this. But you said you wanted to do a video where you bring
Oh yeah,
Shotzi, you could do Shotzi Dashy Merc.
Yeah,
That'd be funny as fuck.
yeah. Sit them right there and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking play something.
Some Bone Thugs, some Mobb Deep, and just see how they react to it.
Yo, it's the RAPPERNOYD.
Gamers can't fuck with me.
Coming straight out of QB, pushing the infinity.
Infinity.
You ask, can I rip it constantly? Mentally, definitely. To the death of me. Come and test me. Cut that shit, Riley. Send us home. Send us home, Riley.
How long? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching the Optic Drop Pod. Riley, play the outro music.
Skill, it instead now grants inevitable agony, which curses all targets in an area after a short delay, causing a portion of damage they take from hits to be stored in the cursed debuff. When the debuff duration expires, they take that stored damage again all at once. Okay.
What are we reading?
This is Chronomancer.
Okay.
Quicksand Hourglass notable passive no longer grants every 10 seconds gain 50% more cast speed for 5 seconds. Instead, it now grants Sands of Time, which grants 60% cast speed, scaling down to 1% over 10 seconds, at which point will then scale back up to 60%. Sense of Time now also grants 1% area of effect, scaling up to 60% over 10 seconds, at which point it will scale back down to 1%.
That sounds.
That
Phantom
is
Time was so bad
insane.
before, so yeah, this is way better. This
That
is why it
is
should be.
insane. You will always, like, on that is, what that means in the baseline is you have 30% cast speed. That's 30% cast speed, 30% area of effect.
Good.
Because
Chronomancer should be
it
like
goes
that.
up and down, right? If it goes up and down between 1 and 60 at all times, the median is 30%. So basically 30%. That is insane.
I
That is
just
insane for Chronomancer.
worry a little bit about like how the class feels because because you're gonna feel on top of the moon at 60, but you're gonna feel garbage at 1.
Yeah, exactly. That was always my problem about that Ascendancy and that Ascendancy node. But what I don't have a problem with, when we talk about the Stormweaver Ascendancy right now, I was a big fan of this Ascendancy node already, and it looks like we have gotten a huge buff to it. Elemental Storm skill granted by the Tempest Call, a notable passive, has its cooldown lowered to 3 seconds, previously 5. More Elemental Storms. Next change, Rain Dancer notable passive skill has been renamed to Multiplying Squalls and no longer provides 150% more cooldown recovery rate for Elemental Storm. Instead, it now provides +1 limit for elemental skills. Okay. The Force of Will notable passive no longer grants 1%.
Sorry, hold on. Go back
effect.
to that. What is +1 limit to elemental skill?
So like you can put +1 more Orb of Storms on a ground. You can put +1 more Soul on a ground, etc.
Okay.
Firestorm, everything.
Living Bomb.
You can just
exactly.
Honestly, pretty nice.
It's
pretty
crazy. It's
nice
pretty
because we got that is basically a double buff because we got the Rain Dancer notable in the previous notable because they just reduced the cooldown for the Elemental Storm, and that was the notable right after that reduced that. So we basically get a free notable now on that one. So Force of Will notable passive skill no longer grants 1% increased effect of Arcane Surge per maximum mana. Instead, now grants 20% of damage taken from mana before life, and 20% increased magnitude of Arcane Surge per 10% missing mana. I guess. Scouring Wind's notable passive has been renamed Storm's Recollection and no longer grants exposure by an additional 12% instead. It now grants remnants you create reappear once 3 seconds after being collected. Very nice change, I think. I think they
This
went
dude's
away with the
from
exposure
Act
there
2,
because we
bro.
get the
What the
exposure
hell?
so easily now with the
My guy's goated.
curse on the ground.
We didn't talk about
Remnants are actually super huge now. And Heart of the Storm notable has been renamed to Retracted Infusion, no longer grants 40% of elemental taken recouped as energy shield. Instead, it now provides 50% when collecting an
Skill gem
elemental
level
infusion to
7,
gain
that's
another
insane.
different elemental infusion. Of course,
Why
we
was he
have
so
to wait,
tanky?
how good the elemental infusion will work, but in the video it looked amazing. So
Can I go this way or
I'm
what?
excited for Stormweaver and Chronomancer. Big changes here.
Yeah. The reason I bring up Frostbomb is because they changed Frostbomb to be all exposures now. So like anytime you see exposure, like don't panic, you can like Frostbomb for that. I forgot to talk about Frostbomb earlier. Bring it up. They significantly nerfed Frostbomb's damage. It is a much worse campaign leveling skill, like way worse. So I know a lot of people utilize Frostbomb like in almost all builds right now, early game. It is going.
I hate gauntlets, bro.
You to mostly use it for exposure, I guess. I'm sure it's still fine, but it is way worse. Sorry, the Frostbomb was part of the skills, but
yeah. One thing I want to take a look at is Deadeye. Let's see. The Avidity notable passive no longer grants 30% chance to gain maximum frenzy charges when you gain a frenzy charge. Instead, it grants a 50% chance to gain an additional frenzy charge. So that's a huge nerf. And then you can't apply an additional mark anymore. Instead, it causes your projectiles to chain to mark enemies, and grants the new called shots meta skill that repeatedly marks enemies near you, bypassing your mark movement. So I guess it's just passive marking enemies around you. Eagle Eye passive no longer removes the distance based accuracy penalty. Instead, it applies 20 stacks of critical weakness to enemies when you consume a mark. Interesting. So they didn't nerf the, what is it called? The double frenzy charge consumption, which I think was like the craziest part about Deadeye.
one thing I want to point out is no Titan changes. I know some people were expecting maybe some nerfs to either like the life scaling or Hulk got touched. Tactician has a lot here, and Tactician in a lot of people's minds, some of that ascendancy was just like half of it completely useless. Cannons ready, notable passive skill now provide 1 to maximum number of summon totems. The right where we want them, notable passives now also grants projectile damage builds pins. I mean, to polish the gear, notable passive now provides gain deflection rating equal to 20% of armor and no longer grants gain 100% of armor as extra stun distance. Oh, so you get actually deflection now. Suppressing fire notable passive now provides 40% more immobilization buildup and projectile damage. Okay. Supporting fire skill now granted by the Unleash Hell notable passive skill no longer grants minions from the skill have 1% increased accuracy. Instead, minions from the skill now have 1% increased area of effect per 3 dexterity. The deaths from above, oh, so that means the death from aboves can get a really big AoE when you dex stack. That's cool. Okay, and now death from above is going off more. Artillery Ballista grants 40% increased immobilization buildup. Oh, looks like all the totems like directly get buffs when they're interacting with Tactician.
Yeah, you can basically specialize a little bit now as a tactician.
Yeah.
That's how I'm reading it. Yeah, you can specialize a little bit on whatever you wanted to. It seems like pin got nerfed. It feels like pin got nerfed, which is probably a huge hit to people who are playing Tactician. I don't really get it. Tactician needed a big buff, in my opinion, in order to be played now.
Needed a big buff and some reworks to it, and this is not that. This is like a light touch-up, right? This is just like seems very like
I don't think this will make Tactician break the 1% played on PB Ninja.
You think one maximum summon totem does anything? Isn't there an ascendance? Isn't there a keystone that lets you put double totem